Okay, with that. Let's see here. Hey, is there an echo still, or is the echo gone? Echo? No echo. Need to know.
I can't hear it, so.
Okay, the echo is gone. We're good. We're good now. We've done it. We're streaming. We're live.
Hello.
We're live from the new studio, and by new studio I mean Jeremy's apartment rather than mine.
Yeah.
So you may have noticed our absence. Probably. I mean, you probably didn't, if we're being honest here. But you may have noticed our absence. The reason being, well, obviously, duh. It's the same reason you were gone all Christmas.
We weren't here.
It's because it was Christmas and we were busy. And, well, then before that, I went to Indiana for Sam's birthday. Okay, so.
And I went out of town for training for a new job.
Yeah, so it's been like 2 months, maybe 3 months. I don't know. I mean, well, some people were probably thinking, will we ever stream again? Well, we're back.
We took a holiday vacation.
Right, and it was substantial. So, but we are back in action in a new location because reasons. Things changed. Okay, you know, some stuff got changed around, and now we're at Jeremy's apartment because it makes more sense under the current administration.
That's not permanent though, or that's not like all the time. We'll be switching the stream back and forth.
Right. Yeah, some stuff's going on. Well, you'll find out eventually, maybe. You know, assuming that any of this actually happens.
Any of what? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, you know, any of the stuff that might be changing around.
Oh yeah.
Because, you know, that remains to be seen.
Right.
A lot of it. But if everything goes to plan, then some stuff will happen, and I'm being as vague as possible. But anyway, as you may have noticed by watching us on YouTube, we're on YouTube now. That's because we're using Restream, which we should have been using from the beginning, but now we are, and it's going to make it a lot easier for me. Yeah. And that's all that really matters, because I'm the one who does all the uploading and stuff like that. So
it matters for everybody else too, because the YouTube videos will actually get posted.
That's true. I mean, it's there right now.
YouTube.
I mean, look, it's happening right now. Yeah. It's live. It's right there.
First time we've ever streamed to YouTube, so.
Right. So, get used to actually there being videos for you to watch.
Sorry that sound terrible. I feel terrible, so.
Oh, dang. Did you actually
oh, yeah,
Mega Man the Power? Oh, that's
We're
like
done.
Before the stream started. Okay, I'll play Mega Man the Power Battle. And I'm gonna suck it up because I'm not good at Mega Man.
It's okay.
Really? What do I call? What do you want to go in here as your high score, Jeremy?
Oh, I don't care about high scores ever.
All right, and then I've got the perfect thing. Jur.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
You don't use this for climbing, Caleb.
Yeah, I do. My understanding is that it's not okay.
It's not for climbing.
It's not for climbing. Who should I? Oh man, what does this mean? What's all this? What's all this?
Oh, just which bosses you want to fight?
Well, I guess I'm fighting Mega Man. I ran out of time, so I'm.
Oh yeah.
I'm fighting Mega Man 7 bosses, and I'm Proto Man or something. Shade Man. That's odd. Okay, Shade Man.
Yeah, you never played Mega Man 7, huh?
Nope.
It's a weird game.
Is that so? I think there's a guy on YouTube that I watch called Game Dave.
Yeah.
And he, I think Mega Man 7 is his favorite one.
His favorite one?
Yeah.
Wow, that's very, very uncommon.
Wait, is Mega Man 7? Wait, was that the? Oh no, that was the Super Nintendo one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not that one. It's Mega Man 6 that is his favorite.
Well, that's
His
still
favorite.
uncommon, but not as bad.
That's what he said. He said nobody agrees with him. But he said that people who don't agree with him are wrong.
Of course, one of my favorites is also not a common one.
What's your favorite?
5. Mega Man 5 is one of my favorites.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Why is it, what's the reason that it's not common?
People seem to say, like, Mega Man 2 was the masterpiece, and it just, like, slowly went downhill from there.
Oh, yeah, people do say that Mega Man 2 is a masterpiece. That's what he said, that's one of the main points of his video was, hey, Mega Man 2 is not necessarily the best Mega Man.
Right. Hold on just 1 second.
Okay. I'll just be hanging out here streaming. I'm real bad at Mega Man, guys. Just keep this in mind as I fail miserably to play this game because Mega Man, go. What are these dinosaurs all about? Oh, so you can slide. Oh, cool. Stylish. Didn't know you could slide like that. That's pretty stylish. I think I'll do that in the future. Sweet Slash Claw looks pretty awesome. Yeah, this game, you know, kind of odd. Oops. Let's see what bass is like. Or as some people call him, bass, which is obviously wrong. Dude, I'm playing as Bass.
Right.
Everyone's favorite fish.
Yeah. Wow, you're beating some guys.
Yeah, I am. I'm so good at Mega Man, Jeremy. Didn't
You're
you
a
know?
Mega Master.
You can almost say that I'm a Mega Man.
This guy's design was always one of my favorites.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just look how cool he looks, man.
He is pretty cool looking, not gonna lie.
Taking a big piss on you from the heavens.
Oh, you know,
Wow,
Bass.
look at this. That's a cool move, right there.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. You know, Bass's his dash is not very useful
No.
because you can't dash under
right
things. You just
into
dash
whatever.
right into whatever you're trying to avoid.
Yeah.
Cool. Win. Oh, games. Oh, games. I love them. They're great.
You're a winner.
Oh, so I've been playing some Final Fantasy 15. I
Yeah.
figured I'd tell you about how it's going so far.
Okay.
I do kind of have the hang of the battle system now. It's starting to make sense to me, and I'm getting a lot better at it, and I'm getting a lot of style points, a la Devil May Cry, and it's pretty cool. I like it.
Cool.
It's not like Kingdom Hearts, so it looks like it would be a Kingdom Hearts style battle system, but it's really not.
Right.
It's a much more like tactical kind of system where you're really, the key to success is going to be
Delegation.
yeah, and making sure that you get in and out of the fight constantly. You don't want to stick around. You want to take every opportunity to get out of there
Right.
and regroup, regenerate some of your power, your MP and
Yeah,
stuff.
but you definitely should be dodging this icicle attack here.
How so?
Just dodge it. Just don't get hit by it, Kevin.
Oh yeah. That's definitely not a quarter munching move right there.
Just dodge it, Kevin.
I think I did just now somehow. Anyway, the point is that yeah, after the battle system, after I've gotten kind of a little bit of an understanding of what the battle system's supposed to work like, it's pretty fun actually. I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a great time with it.
I'll have to check it out. I mean, you know. Of
Well,
course
once
I've
you
gotta
get a PS4, I mean, you can just borrow it from me, man.
Yeah.
You can just borrow my disc. Because, like, I'm not gonna need it once I'm done with it.
Oh, that was what you should have been doing the whole time.
Yeah, you know, I didn't even try to use any of the special weapons. You know, I didn't even think about the fact that I've been winning all these weapons. All
You have
over the
special
place.
weapons.
You got new weapon, freeze cracker. Nice. It's a cracker that freezes things. Wow. Or maybe it's just a freeze cracker. Turbo Man, he looks pretty stylish. So is freeze cracker effective against Turbo Man?
Actually, I don't know if it follows the actual thing like Mega Man 7 or not. Freeze Cracker would have beat Slash Man. And Burst Man, but Burst Man's not on here, is he?
I don't remember seeing anybody named Burst Man.
Yeah.
Did I ever mention that I'm not very good at Mega Man games?
Yeah.
I think if I didn't, then it should be
Pretty clear.
clear to everyone involved that not very good at the Mega Man games. I had to put in more credits. That's how
Right.
bad I am.
I think you only put in 9 at a time. And I used 1 or 2. Look, see those electric sparks just bouncing right off of
Yeah,
them?
it doesn't seem to be very effective.
Yeah.
Okay. What about
Oh, that's it. That's the weapon that beats him.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is. But not when he's in car form.
Gotta watch out for him when he's in car form.
Right, he's a transformer.
Got him. Win.
Letty.
You know what? This game's great. It's got all the fun of boss battles with none of them, and just like the boring tedium of playing the levels and dying over and over in the dang levels, which I hate.
I like the levels. That's my favorite part.
I hate those. I like the boss fights.
Yeah.
They're true talent, you know, challenges of my abilities, you know. Letty go. Okay, well,
you can hit him in the eyes or in the pumpkin. In the middle. In the pumpkin, Caleb.
I really got him in the pumpkin there. Gotta say, controls, not incredibly responsive.
Yeah.
I wonder if this was done intentionally.
It's good game, Caleb.
Via, I mean, as an arcade, like make it quarter munching kind of thing. Be like,
this game was made as a. We don't really know how to make an arcade game, and yes, I know it's Capcom. Huh?
I think it was made as a. Mega Man. That's a property that we have the rights to, right?
We should make an arcade game.
Well, how would you make a Mega Man arcade game? I don't know. You guys will figure it out. Okay. Look, we only know how to make fighting games. That's the only thing we make.
Yeah, this is not a fighting game at all. This is just jump and shoot. Jump and shoot.
This is appropriate for the title of our stream, though.
Yeah.
However, I gotta say, the button mapping, not fantastic, because, you know, there's probably a special weapon I'm supposed to be using, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. I think it's the slasher thing.
Oh.
For this guy. I mean, I'm just going based off of my knowledge of Mega Man 7, not my knowledge of this game, but...
Okay, well, slasher.
It's green, yeah, there you go.
Oh, that was
Oh yeah, you can. You have to cycle one way through weapons too. You miss it, you gotta go back. I noticed that as I was playing earlier. Yeah, well, that's all of it. Okay.
Oh, Meg Man. Oh, I don't like Meg Man. I don't like it. It's not my favorite game.
You're so close though.
It's really not.
Look. Do this and then you fight
all the quarters I have to put in there.
It's all over.
All the quarters I've had to put into this.
You know what we should play?
Do you know how many quarters I put in here? I don't. I wasn't paying attention. What should we play?
Contra. 2-player mode.
Oh man, Contra's hard.
Just put in the Konami code. It's cool.
Oh yeah, there's the Konami code. I forgot about that. Is there a special attack?
Probably. Just cycle through them, try it out.
Oh, I can't. Apparently I'm out forever. Oh, there's a really inconvenient combination of buttons here. Which is the down button and the jump button being the dash.
Yeah.
Be a lot more convenient if those two were not the dash. If the dash just had its own dedicated button. That would be more convenient.
That's just going back to like old classic Mega Man. But yeah, they definitely could have made the dash a different button.
Because down and jump, well, I mean, it's easy to accidentally be pressing down a little bit when you intend to jump and then you dash instead.
Right.
Which kind of sucks. Ugh, Mega Man. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts, Jeremy.
Dude, you're so close.
I know. But it hurts. My hands.
Dr. Wowie.
Dr. Wow.
Dr. Wowie.
Which one's that?
8.
Dr. Wowie. The guy was like asleep.
It's like, yeah, it's so. I could try that again. I could do better next time. Nah. It's good. It's good. Perfect voice acting.
I could try that again.
I could say it, Dr. Wowie. I can say it better this time, Dr. Wowie. Ah, you lost. You lose.
What, really?
There was a countdown timer and you missed it.
So I just didn't win. I just didn't win the game.
You won, but it was like one of those cheap victory type things. Like,
Roll, don't look so happy. I didn't win. Roll's like,
see, Dr. Wily got away again.
Dr. Wowie.
Even so, if things are, it's just like you say, but this time we learned what the robots need. Yeah,
we won what the robots need.
well,
not quite.
What exactly do
we robots need? Why humans, robots determine what is right and what's wrong. What was not supposed to hurt humans. They're not supposed to. That shouldn't happen. But it does. I wonder why.
When will there be world peace?
That will be up to us.
Okay, I fight for everyone's future.
This this outro thing is too long. Probably should just be like, wow, Mega Man, you saved the world. And then we're like, no, I didn't. And then everybody like, oh, okay.
Got away.
I didn't accomplish anything. Man, wow. Well, you know, that was good. You know, you can get through those Mega Man games pretty quick, but man, this game though, you can get through this game real quick.
Yeah.
It's almost like you don't have to play it at all.
So, Contra or Mega Man 5?
Well, Mega Man 5 is your favorite, right?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. I've never played a legit Mega Man game on the stream before.
That's true. That is the jumping and the shooting. Man. Oh. Gotta put mine in.
So Contra, we could play 2-player, 30 lives, you know, Konami code, whatnot. Mega Man 5, either I would play it or you would play it.
Well, I'm real bad at both of those games.
Yeah.
So
Contra's a classic.
Well,
just classic.
That may be true, but
it's classic.
Okay. Well, let's play Contra.
You want to play Contra?
There you go. There's yours.
Cool.
Let's play Contra. Let's play Contra 3.
Contra 3?
I'm just kidding. That
That's the
game
SNES
is
one, right?
legit impossible. I don't even want to.
Not only is it legit impossible, but you can't use the Konami code.
What? The Konami code doesn't work on Contra 3?
No.
What? Is it even a Konami game?
Okay, first what I want you to do is change, or let me see. I want this to be what is it normally? AB? I want it to be AB.
Okay.
So it may already be changed because I'm pretty sure I tried to do this already with the NES, but I've never played Contra on here. Is it per game or per console?
If you do the configuration in here, I think it's per game.
Okay. So I'll have to do this with every game I play.
Let's check. Well, let's check. Let's see. You want A to be which one?
I think X would be A, and B would be square. I might want those reversed, but I can't remember which one is which, honestly. So.
Okay.
Okay, so it was already set that way, huh?
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Now it was set to BA.
Okay.
So now it's BA.
B is square.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. If you want that changed for the entire system, I can go. Let's see. There's a way to change configuration. Save configure. Oh no, that's not what we want. Okay.
Totally normal, everyday NES stuff, guys. We're having to go through right now.
Okay, if I save this configuration,
yeah,
then now the controls, I think, that should be the default for controls for NES games from now on.
All right. Now okay. Let me put this thing. Let me put this thing in here. Oh crap. Well, it doesn't give you much time, huh? Yeah.
Woo! 30 lives.
That is the Konami code, bro. I'm blue. Okay.
Does this game not have any audio?
It does. We just no, I don't. It's because the heater came on. That's right, I got the marshmallow gun. You can have R, whatever that is.
It doesn't appear to be anything at all.
So this is basically Metal Slug. It's just the NES version of Metal Slug.
Yeah. I don't know, Metal Slug's pretty exciting. This is not nearly as exciting as Metal Slug.
Oh, come on. Excitement abounds, Caleb.
Does it?
Yeah. Did you see the aboundment?
I mean, I guess I could see it. I could see it. You know what's nice about this is you can shoot diagonal.
Spread gun, motherfucker.
In a lot of ways, this is the superior version of Metal Slug because you can aim diagonally up and down.
Right.
Which is a nice.
Oh, that's true.
Feature.
You can't do that on Metal Slug.
No, you can't. Controls are a little floaty though, man.
I mean, this is the NES, so.
Dude, I expect my NES games to be tight. You know?
Go grab that. That's the good stuff right there.
I just died. Thanks, bro. I'm glad you gave me the good stuff, because
You can have the laser. How about that?
Gotcha. Okay. Laser. Oh.
It's good. Is it good? It's one of the more powerful weapons of the game. It just kind of sucks.
Yeah. Nice.
Like for bosses.
It's good. It just kind of sucks, you know.
It's great for bosses. It's not so great for like just the platforming around the stages crap. I just respawned over a bit.
Nice. Well played, Contra. Oh, okay. The laser's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. Okay, so you can hop on down here and just kind of aim at those cannons, I think. Now I'm kind of not remembering what crap to do. Okay, yeah, the cannons are the target. There. See
are they?
I'm standing there. There's one. There's the other one. You can get this thing. That dude up there is going to be a douche. There we go. Got the dude, so now we just, smack it. Let's go. That's one down, man.
And we only lost all the lives.
Alright. So here we go. Gotta blow up the door hole. Door eye. The eye.
Whoa, what is
eye
this,
door.
mode 7?
Yeah, this is NES mode 7. This is like mode 0.7. NES was famous for it.
It's a pretty stylish mode. Not gonna lie.
Mode 7? More like Goat Heaven.
What?
It's from a John Trump video, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't even remember which video it's from.
Dang, these hallways are difficult to deal with.
It's not so hard. You just gotta dodge the bullets and not get hit, and not die.
That's, you know what? When you put it that way, it sounds pretty simple.
And we fight a boss now, I think? Yeah, we got a boss. Where we shoot up at him. I think the key to this game is, you know, get good.
Is it not the Konami code? I thought that was the key.
Well, now that we've put it in, it's not a factor anymore.
Right, I understand
because
that.
We're in the midst of the battle now.
Sure, true.
It's like we didn't even do it. Like if we told somebody we beat the game, like they asked, "Did you put in the Konami code?" It's like, well, I mean, it's not really even relevant, is it?
It's not any of your business, is it? You either beat the game or you don't, you know.
I mean, is it really cheating? It's right there on the main menu. You just put it in.
It's just right there. You just put it in there, and then you're good to go.
It's not like you used Game Genie or something.
Right? No, because that would be cheating. If it was a Game Genie.
Did you change what we're playing?
No.
We're still playing Mega Man.
We're still playing Mega Man the Power Battle. Why not? Why not play Mega Man the Power Battle? We should probably lead with Contra rather than Mega Man the Power Battle.
Right.
I mean, in all honesty, like,
well,
we can't even tell people that we're playing Mega Man the Power Battle because it's not an option.
Let's be really honest. Nobody wants to watch us play Contra either.
No, but we're real good though, so that's a selling point. It's like, oh yeah.
I'll tell you what people want to watch us play.
What is this? What is this? What is this?
No, freaking
some guy?
A bad guy? A dude?
Dude, you killed me.
Oh,
you killed me.
Sorry.
By moving up too high.
I'll tell you what people want to watch us play. Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, I thought they wanted us to play Doki Doki Panic.
Real popular, I promise.
I thought they wanted us to play Jeremy,
dude,
god dang it.
Stop screwing around down
I'm not screwing around. I was in the process of trying to jump up to the level where I would not have died, and then you just kept on going, man. You gotta be cognizant of where I'm at, bro. I can't be.
I mean, I just can't be hanging around all day waiting for you.
Dude, I was asking you to be there for like 3 seconds. That would have been fine. So anyway, we should play Doki Doki Panic. I hear it's like basically the same thing.
It is. It's totally the same. You know what Doki Doki means, right?
Yeah, it's heart thump.
Yeah. Heart.
Thumpy hearts.
Thumpy hearts.
Yeah.
It also means something else, though.
I mean, I don't know. Thumpy hearts.
Thumpy hearts. It means either the feeling of love.
Yeah.
Or fear.
Come
on now, you got it. I'm not going anywhere.
I don't know how to... So anyway, it's just heart related.
Right.
Sometimes it's like heart attacks.
What? Okay, so you can't kill this thing.
No, you can't.
And you can't get it. What's the point?
It's some guy, you know. It's just some guy. Well, I keep on dying over here because I'm in a spot. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Man, it's just like an endless respawn up here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, I just jumped off of it. You know, it's fine. Konami code is really helping me out at this point.
Well, you got 1 life left, so
yeah.
Good luck. Now I jumped before you fell down there. That was your fault.
It was not, dude. You were trying to sabotage this operation.
How do you keep coming back? You have 1 life left.
How did you figure I had 1 life left?
Those little medallions at the top.
There weren't 30 of those.
Huh?
There weren't 30 of those.
No, it only shows 4. But once you get down to the last few, they start going away.
Huh? It must be because I'm awesome at this game.
H.R. Geiger.
Yeah, game over. Well,
oh yeah,
it
you
was
can push.
nice knowing you.
You can do some stuff. You can push start or something, or
Okay.
some buttons. There you go. You're stealing my lives now.
Oh, sweet. As it should be.
Shit. But you have to do
Oh,
that.
we're getting object limited.
You have to do that every time you want to play again.
I'm gonna steal your life.
I think we gotta hit him in the mouth when it's open. Dude, just dodge the bullets.
It's bullet hell, Jeremy. It's just the shooter version of bullet hell.
Yeah, it is for real.
It's not okay.
But just keep doing that thing where you steal my lives
Yeah.
until
you don't have
game
any
over.
more.
No, because after game over, then what the crap? I can't move. Oh my! Oh no! Oh no!
Never be game over.
Hold on. Yeah, this is gonna be a process because I gotta get enough power and then disconnect it, let it come on.
Oh, your controller died.
Yes.
I see.
And then there we go. All right, cool. I'm back. So, how many lives did I lose during that process?
Lots, dude.
Oh, are we game over? Yeah, we're game over.
Yeah, never be game over.
Cool. Well, here we go. We got 30 lives now.
What again? Dang, that's pretty stylish. I like what we've done here.
Yeah, that was quite a that's pretty efficient right there.
I'm liking what we've accomplished here today.
Shit. Why is these not blowing up?
Cause oh, cause they're too low.
Oh, were you not ducking?
No. Got him.
Now I'm gonna be launching some fire down the hallways. That's right. Oh shit!
Jump too
Those
early.
are hard to dodge.
They really are. It's hard to judge what their fake version of distance is.
Right.
Mode 0.7, not super easy to deal with.
Yeah.
Is mode 0.7 the best of the numbered modes? No. I would say not.
I don't think so.
I would say that mode 7 is a little more
Might go. I don't know. That's all I can think of when I hear
Yeah.
mode 7 now. Okay, here we go. I think this is boss time? No? Okay.
mode 7, more like Smode Evan.
Well, that was the easiest. They put the easiest hallway right before the boss. Oh, crap. This is just going to go on forever, I guess.
Yeah. This is the endless hallway. It doesn't ever
You have to jump. You have to jump for that one. I mean, for real. The endless hallway.
Like, is Contra even hard? Bro? Is it even hard, bro?
I don't know. It's not as hard. This is not near as hard as the SNES version.
No, the SNES version is legit impossible. Like, I personally can't get past the first level.
Yeah.
Cannot get through it.
I mean, I can do that, but
Well,
by the third level, I'm pretty much dead.
yeah, I can't get past the first level. This is the kind of
Oh,
platforming prowess that we're dealing with here.
I have made it pretty far through that game, but in like the third or fourth stage.
Oh man, these are annoying. You just kind of like veer off and
In the third or fourth stage,
Smack
you
you.
can farm some lives, and that's how I get any
Is that
further
so?
in that game. Okay, I'm just gonna stand right here. Oh shit. That thing homes in on
Yes,
you.
it does. Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Pretty frustrating. We just... so just some, like, elevators up there. Where'd we go?
I don't know.
Just like,
Is that camera actually in your line of view?
oh, yeah?
In your line of, like, sight to the TV?
Oh, no. It's right out of the way.
Oh, okay.
I positioned these strategically to where that everything would be just perfect.
Nice.
So that we could really suck it up with some Contra or whatever.
I'm not liking the bombs, the grenades.
Bomb bowling.
Bombs.
Skyward Sword. No, I'm sorry. I can't do Aaron Hansen sequelitis stuff because that will get us into legal trouble.
Why?
Because he's gonna be like, wait, jump and shoot, bros. What are you, some sort of sequelitis thieves? No,
Yes.
we had this idea completely independent of you, Aaron Hansen.
And we happen to know all of your stuff too.
Also, we're not going to play Doki Doki Literature Club because you're playing it and it's really popular right now. That was totally our own independent thought that we had.
No, we're gonna play that because it's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't care if you're bored by it for the first 2 hours,
I'm gonna
because
be
you
honest,
will
like,
be. I promise you, you will be
Really?
bored by it.
We're in for 2 hours of boredom?
2 hours of straight boredom,
Is it
Kane.
even worth it? I mean,
Yes.
even no matter what the payoff is, I don't even know if I would want to spend 2 hours of boredom. You know, I'm
2
afraid
hours
of that.
straight boredom. That whole idea is just to make it
wasting my
fun.
time.
That's the idea. We're gonna make it fun.
The 2 hours of boredom?
2 hours of boredom. We're gonna make it fun, and then from there, no making fun.
No fun
No
required.
fun required from there on out. You just picked up 2 things, and neither of them was a weapon.
How? What? I killed myself because of how discouraging that. And I killed myself again because of, you know,
Ah, shit.
controls.
I'm just spawning right into that pit. I'm gonna get you out of this pit. There you go. See, here's
Thanks,
the
bro.
problem.
You really? I'm
what I
so
don't
glad
understand.
that we're just like trading being dead.
We are for real. That is what's happening right now. Screw
Okay, hold on.
dude.
Hold
my
on.
gosh.
Hold on. Alright. I've got this.
Gosh.
I've got this, Jeremy.
Yeah, okay,
Hold
just don't get hit by those things. Oh shit, I just got hit by those things. Why can we not move the screen forward? Okay, don't come back. Don't come back. Don't
Sorry,
come back.
bro.
Hold
I
on.
already hit start.
Well, don't yet. Hold on. Fuck.
Here.
This is.
What we need to do is tag team this, okay? Let me
No,
in.
because we gotta move the screen forward. That's the problem. We kept getting like screen locked by the other character. Okay, now go.
Okay. It won't let me. I can't come back.
What? Do you have to hit some like extra buttons or something? Yeah. See,
Oh.
there you go.
I
This
thought
is
it was
our
the
last
start
life,
button.
by the way. So.
Yeah, but don't we just get to continue forever?
Yeah, but we had to start this stage over.
Oh.
Come on, bro. Help me out. Help me out over here.
Trying to ascertain exactly what we're up against here. Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Cool. I guess that was what was supposed to happen.
You gotta be
Man, we
real
need to make
good.
this
We gotta
life
be real
count,
good,
man.
bro. Oh, okay. I can do this. I can do this.
Is there a boss?
We just fought a boss.
Yeah, but the stage is still going, so I'm assuming that was just a mini boss.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Get in there, man. Get in there. Charge up your shot.
Right. Oh shit. Well, that's just impossible.
Yeah, if you're not two-playering it, then you can't win that.
That's... What?
Don't worry, we got this time because now we've got all the lives.
Yeah. I don't like this stage.
This is a good stage. I like it. It's pretty great.
Oh,
NES.
M is machine gun, not marshmallow gun.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess.
Man, check me out. I haven't died once.
Yeah, I know. I wonder what R is.
Get R. It's
Railroad
nothing.
gun.
It's actually
Oh.
not an upgrade.
R. Regular gun.
Is that what it is?
I'm assuming.
Oh, some device just got disconnected.
Oh, my controller died too. Oh, dang it.
How is this possible?
Apparently there was no charge.
Okay, no. Yeah, now you gotta... Now you've got to... Okay, hold on. Is it gonna work?
It claims that it's still controller 2? No, it's not
gonna work. Okay, so you get to... You gotta do that and then plug it in. Oh no. Oh no, okay, it's good. We're good. We're good.
Are we good? Because it's still not working.
Well, you're showing controller 2 though.
Yeah, but it's not working. Here, let me see.
Shut it
Let me
off
see
and
this.
back on. No, okay.
Let me see this.
Hey. According to the stream, we're still doing something interesting though.
What?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, now you're in the menu. Okay.
Okay. Oh. Don't mind this. This is just regular NES stuff. It's this kind of stuff you see all the time with the NES, you know? I mean, who among us hasn't found themselves inside of this menu in the NES?
Right, yeah. This like this debug menu or whatever, right?
Yeah, so okay. Yeah, this is just the configuration menu of the NES. I don't know what the big deal is. Okay. Looks good, guys. We'll go with that. Alright.
Oh, we're good?
Nope. No, we're not good. This is never going to work ever again. Well, guys, it was fun.
Why is it not going to work?
Because it has decided that it's not going to work. And once the RetroPie has decided what's going to happen, I mean, once the NES has decided what's going to happen,
right?
There's nothing you can do about it, man. Yeah, it's just decided that it's not having it today. Okay, let me try one more thing.
Can you just save state so we can come back to it?
I could, yeah, I could do that. Okay. Okay. So guys, how's your day going? Mine's going quite well. RetroPie is not working as is usually the case. Which is, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Who needs a RetroPie? You know what I'm saying? Who needs working controls? You know what I'm saying? You don't need working controls. I mean, that's like Check your privilege, am I right? Okay, let's see. Let's see if that works. Hey, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Okay, hang on. I'm coming. That'll take you longer, so you know. Hey, don't get me killed.
I was testing. Had to plug it back in and make sure it worked. Good thing we can solve these problems with, you know, excessive amounts of effort.
Yeah. Just NES, no alcohol.
I need another beer.
Okay. I'll just be in here playing. By myself. Huh? Yeah, I'll just be guarding, defending.
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You said
Well, I was until I got some foil from my Negro Modelo in my mouth, and I was like, well, gotta take care of that.
So what happens here is, if one of us dies as we're moving the screen along, it stops allowing the other character to move the screen along until you respawn. That's annoying.
Yeah. It does impede progress a little bit.
Okay, we just gotta blow through this without getting killed. That's the key. Yeah, like that.
Oh, like that?
I killed that guy. I killed that guy that was giving us so much trouble earlier. The one that was in the, the one that was in the water shooting up at us.
Nice.
Shit. That's a tie joke. Oh yeah, boss time. Mini boss time. My button's getting stuck. Seriously, my shoot button, my square button is getting stuck. Oh, that's not. Okay.
That's why you should keep the bindings the way that they're supposed to be, where the X button is your shoot button. And the circle button's your jump button.
Because the square button is
the square button is
bad for getting sticky.
It's always the square button is by design sticky. That's how Sony wanted it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that was the original PlayStation design. The square button was supposed to be as sticky as possible. It's a feature, not a bug.
It's a real problem right now.
That's a feature, Jeremy.
For mashing.
Hey man, you just need to clean your PlayStation controllers better.
Oh, this is the first time I've ever noticed it. Are you sure I got the right controller here?
That's your controller.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100% positive. Mine has this little gash in the front.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I always know I know my controllers by heart.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it could be. You know, I do have kids.
I played so many PlayStation games. PlayStation 3 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, the PlayStation 3, man.
Oh yeah, it's been
System,
a worthwhile investment for me. I have
played all the PS2 games on it, PS1 games on it.
I have, dude, I have Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah, oh yeah, how'd that go for you?
No, I just have it.
How was that investment? Did you play it? Did you by chance?
No.
Did you by chance, you know, beat the odds and play the game?
No. Oh god, no. I played the first like 20 minutes of it.
Oh, excuse me. You played some?
No, I'm sorry. The game played the first 40 minutes of itself for me.
And you thought, yeah, this isn't really what I was wanting.
I was wanting to play a game.
You know, one nice thing I have to say about Final Fantasy 15 is that you do in fact play it.
Yeah?
Yeah. You do in fact play it. It doesn't play itself.
Spaceship time. See, there's aliens just like in Metal Slug.
Yeah. But are there Nazis though?
Probably. Did you see our cool red and blue flashing pants when we were standing over
No,
each other?
but I bet it was awesome though. Red and blue flashing
Hold on,
pants.
just
That's
stand,
what I want.
Just stand there. Just stand right there. Yeah.
Sweet.
And now jump. 1, 2, 3, jump.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, jump. Dang it. 1, 2, 3, jump. Jeremy, come on, dude.
Yeah, I was just let's okay. We gotta sync up. Hold on. Yeah, oh, almost. All right, well, good enough.
1, 2, 3, jump.
Close enough.
Close.
Now 1, 2, 3. We're gonna walk. Okay, 1, 2, 3, walk.
Oh.
Yeah. Super soldier.
That's super red and blue, brothers.
That means we have 1 extra hit instead of 1 hit KO. It's a 2-hit KO now.
Red and blue, bros. I'll just kill you from below, gun man. Gun haver. He has gun. You can't deny that.
That's true. That is true.
That is his defining character trait.
You know, it might be a good idea to take a safety game over before we get too far into the stage.
No. No, it's fine, Jeremy. You even know how good we are at this game.
I think this is where it ends.
Is this part a place that you actually can't get past?
At this fire column. No.
So you can't get past this. This is it's a trap.
It's a trap. No, seriously, when you jump toward it, it comes down.
So the solution is clearly to get down here.
Bottom route? Okay.
Yeah. You can jump right into it as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. Let's die. Let's just
No.
die.
I've got this, Jeremy.
Okay,
I don't know
we'll
about
go
you, but I'm gonna win this game.
Hey, I made the jump.
No, I don't believe you.
Well, here I am.
Jeremy, we're not gonna make it.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be impossible. Are you seeing this? No.
I see.
No, this isn't real. They don't really expect us to do that, right?
I don't know, but bottom route is definitely the strat for the first little thing here. You can't shoot and you can't fly. You came with us, you probably die. I never get to go on any missions.
Missions.
I would be a good mission.
Guy. Oh, that's good stuff. I love that.
Yep.
Cheat commandos. You know, they really built a lore in the Homestar Runner universe. I mean, it was great.
It was truly great. The fact that it's not really around as much makes me sad.
Yeah. Oh, dude. What do you do to get through this thing? Like,
no, seriously, you're just jumping in a hole.
like, what do I do to get through this flame?
Well, you could have used the iframes from when you just came back, but chose not to do that.
Okay.
Do it now. Yeah, that's right.
Now
we just walk through. We just saunter through at this point.
casually.
Casually saunter. Let's kill this guy and then just go down to the bottom. Alright, here we go. Just let the flame go, and then you jump up, and you let the flame go. It's easy enough. Oh shit, I just jumped down. Anyway, this is not hard. This is not a hard part. Yeah, you jump and immediately, like, duck when you get up to the next one. It's a pattern. Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's not like the other flames.
I It would be a good mission, guy.
Oh shit! They're really gonna make me do this again.
They are gonna make you do that again, Jeremy. Oh crap!
Oh,
what?
you are invincible or something.
Wow, dang,
That's
that
what
really
B
worked out in my
is.
favor.
B stands for invincible.
Oh, naturally, naturally. What was I thinking? Hey, bro, you need to get over here. Oh, apparently my invincible invincible
Invincible.
wore off.
Invincibility.
Yeah.
Oh, that one is a proximity fire.
Okay.
We are good to go.
Aw, man.
Have we died 60 times yet?
Approximately.
And you know it's coming.
Look at this little fire.
What does that even do?
Calm down, dude. Bro. Fire, bro.
Okay, how is it this fire doesn't kill the other guys?
Because they're cheating.
It's still fire. It doesn't matter if it's friendly fire or not.
Oh, friendly fire. Good one, Jeremy. That was a nice...
I thought it was good.
That was a nice little... Oh, whoa, whoa.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
going on
boss
with the
time.
floor? What's
It's
going on
boss
with the
time.
floor?
Oh,
Who's
some
this guy?
Ninja Turtle guy. He definitely
Certainly looks
a
like
bad
it.
guy from the Ninja Turtles.
And what is this attack that he's doing?
You know. Okay, seriously.
Yeah, there's
undodgeable.
nothing you can do.
Undodgeable.
There's nothing you can do here.
This is the end of the game. This is where you just die.
Forever.
Yeah. Well, unless he just does this.
Well, that wasn't very difficult.
It really wasn't.
Whenever he just started frolicking up and down, not going anywhere, it got a little bit easier.
Yeah, we're in the hangar now. Okay, I really do think probably a good idea just to take a game over here and start over. Because,
Dude, it's never game over. Didn't you know that if you die in the game, you die for real?
right. Well, that's cheap.
Jimmy, there's nothing cheap in this game.
Oh, sparkly pants.
Dude, our pants could have stayed sparklier if you'd just been a little more patient.
Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Yeah.
Dude, minecarts. Dude,
You wanna get on?
are we
one?
gonna ride
Come
them?
on,
Oh,
get on
snap.
one. Oh, what the
Dude,
fuck is that?
there's a bee.
Don't be such a
I'm invincible.
invincible.
I'm invincible.
Invincibility.
Invincibility. Man, that's what it's all about, man, is the invincibility. Oh, you don't have invincibility? Wow, how embarrassing for you.
I was going to jump on the minecart and you blew it up. Okay.
Did I? I was not even
Destroyed the
I was
minecart.
not even paying
As I was going
attention.
to jump on it.
I was not even paying attention, bro. Oh man. I got
Alright.
I
Okay,
got
so what
chicken I got chicken
So
footed.
what is this now? Like now it's a proximity smasher thing?
Yeah, that's why you gotta go up here.
What the fuck?
Bro, this is clearly the correct place to be.
Oh, somehow I game over this time.
Dude, it's never game over, man. It's never game over. Because if you die in the game, you die for real, don't you know?
Right. You die in the game, you die in real life, except when you don't. You go home. play Call of Duty.
Did you watch JonTron's new video?
Which one?
I don't know. I don't remember what it was about. It was a couple days ago. I already forgot what it was about.
I've been seriously binging YouTube the last few days. So.
Oh man. So maybe it's telling.
It's not about video games. Most likely.
Oh, what is that? Oh, what was that bullshit?
What?
It broke the pattern.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, whenever you paused for a second.
Oh.
And then unpaused, and it reset the pattern.
It's not unlimited continues.
Apparently not. Well, so what do you think? You want to take another crack at Contra, or
Man, I'm good with whatever. We can play some Mega Man 5. We can do that.
Yeah, you know what? You should play some Mega Man 5, and then we should do a thing. I got an idea. I got a perfect, just a wonderful idea for playing Mega Man 5. How about we do a trade-off deal where we each play until one of us dies?
Okay.
So just trade the controller. Do a DIY two-player mode where we just trade off.
Just pass the NES rectangle-shaped controller back and forth.
Yes, this rectangle that we're dealing with here.
Yeah, we can do that.
This nightmarish, I mean ergonomic rectangle that we've got here. So comfortable, you know, and shaped as a human hand.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I like the old rectangle. I liked it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a TV remote. Anyway, You know what's the best though?
That was ergonomics.
You know what's best though, Jeremy? The Sega Master System controllers. Yeah, they were the best. They didn't have a D-pad.
Yeah, not even having it right now.
They didn't have a D-pad. They had a D.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. They didn't have a D-pad. They had a D-smirkle.
Smirkle?
Yeah, a D-smirkle.
Okay.
You know, it was just kind of like a... It's just kind of like a thing.
Hey, why don't you change it to Mega Man 5?
Okay. Mega Man. It won't be that difficult to change it to Mega Man 5.
2 players, 1 controller. Oh, I'm player 4 now.
Naturally. Hold on, let me see this. Yeah, no. No. Nope. Nope. You know, I don't have these problems at home. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have these problems at home.
Okay, alright, here we go.
It doesn't make sense. I should be having these problems at home. This is literally a copy.
I don't have these problems until you bring your controller around.
Your RetroPie is literally a copy of mine.
Yeah.
It's the exact same.
Well, it is the exact same.
Let's see here. I should go to Restream. I should tell Restream about what's going on here. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed your time with us on this stream. We've been
having some technical difficulties.
We've hit ourselves a little bit of a roadblock. Oh, try to. Oh.
What?
Proto Man. Oh, this is ridiculous. I think we're gonna have to reset the RetroPie.
Maybe. Oh, now I'm player 2. Hey, that'll work. I can be player 2.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So anyway,
and now I'm player 1. No joke. plugged it in and it switched. So.
Well, it seems to be working, I guess, so that's what matters the most, I suppose. Okay, let's see. I need to go to restream.
Okay, so this is going to be a Mega Man 5. I kind of know what I'm doing. Walk.
Sweet.
But only sort of. And Starman stage. Gotta love that no gravity, or that low gravity. Has been a while since I played any of the classic Mega Mans, but this one, I don't know, for something about it always just kind of stood out. Like, it's not typically called like one of the best, but I like it.
I think that. So I was telling you about Game Dave. You know, Game Dave.
Yeah.
He likes one of these Mega Man games. I think it's
Right.
I think it's Mega Man 6.
Right.
And he said the reason he likes it, well, one of the reasons he likes it is because the bosses are weird.
Yeah.
Because they were designed by an art contest.
They're all designed to represent a different country.
What? But they were designed by contest. Like
Right.
kids like sent in from different countries their designs.
Right.
And so they're like really like off the wall kind of and creative because they weren't designed by Capcom. They were designed by kids.
Actually, in a lot of the bosses though, like, yes, that's true of Mega Man 6, but it's also true of several of the bosses from the other Mega Man games as well.
Oh, really? They
Yeah.
do a lot of like art contest type things.
Well, not really so much anymore, but
Well, I mean, they did though.
they did, yeah. Dude, Mega Man 11. You heard anything about that?
I know that it's something
There is
that
gonna be
might
one.
exist or something.
You know what they really, really need to do?
Make here, I'll tell you. Here's what I think they really should do. I think they should make a new Mega Man X game called Mega Man X7.
And just start the series from
Yeah.
there.
Just to be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, guys, we're bringing out a new Mega Man X game. The next Mega Man X game in the series, Mega
Sure.
Man X7.
For all I'm concerned,
Everybody's
you can call it Mega Man X6.
People will be like, wait, but Mega Man X7 or 6 or whatever, like there's like X7, 8, like
Yeah.
those are
No.
What are you talking
What are
about?
you talking about?
We haven't made those yet. Yeah, we haven't made those yet. So this is gonna be Mega Man X6, I guess.
Yeah.
Because 6 is not good.
They, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people like it. I don't, but.
Well, what is wrong with Mega Man 5, Mega Man X6, in your opinion?
Oh, it's just convoluted, and there's like cheap difficulty and just stuff that I don't like.
It's a Mega Man game. What are you talking about?
No.
It's built on cheap difficulty.
Actual cheap difficulty. These games are challenging but fair.
Mega Man games are all about being as cheap and difficult as possible.
They're about being difficult but not cheap.
Cheap difficulty.
These games aren't cheap. Not
So-
near as
so
cheap
cheap.
as some of that crap we just put up with from Contra. I mean, seriously.
No.
I don't die 30 times on this game in one game over.
Got it. Okay, so now the names are correct. Okay, so now from this point on, we're gonna do the real conceit of this game play that we're doing here, where we trade controllers every time
Okay.
one of us
yes.
dies.
Yeah, no, okay, so that's actually what we're doing.
That's the two-player mode. But I was occupied there for a minute, so.
All right, so I've got Starman in the bag now, so we'll start out with Gravity Man next.
Need to fix the NES settings on these.
What's
There's
that?
something weird about the NES settings. I don't like him.
Are you talking about screen flicker and all that? That's just the NES.
No. I'm talking about the resolution.
Oh, okay.
Options are weird. You notice how like the pixels are not actually like square. They're like all kinds of different random sizes on the screen. That's because the NES scaling is not correct for some reason on this.
I see.
It's just video settings need to be changed. NES is weird. It doesn't, like, NES games don't have square pixels. They have rectangular, slightly rectangular pixels.
Oh, okay.
And so when you translate that to a high definition TV, it ends up being weird, and you have to tweak the scaling options until they look right.
Yeah. All right, Gravity Man. Gravity Man.
So why do you like this game?
I really don't. I don't know what it is about it. It seems like I like the bosses better.
Let me ask you this.
Cool. I think they have cool bosses. I think some of the little mechanics like this is kind of fun.
Let me ask you this. Did you have this as a kid?
I played it several times as a kid.
Did you own any Mega Man games as a kid? Or did you only rent them?
No, I rented the crap out of them.
I see. Did you own any games?
Oh, I did. I actually owned Mega Man 6 as a kid. And I like Mega Man 6, but it's definitely not my favorite. It's not nostalgia for sure. I'm much more nostalgic for Mega Man 4 and 5 than I am for 6.
I see, but doesn't Mega Man 2 have the best soundtrack music?
I don't agree with that. I think this one has a pretty rockin' soundtrack.
Mega Man 2 is like the one that everybody praises for its soundtrack.
I mean, some select tracks, yeah, but it's not as good as, I don't think it's as good as this, and I definitely think that.
Isn't there one particular theme that's like absolutely famous for Mega Man 2?
Dr. Wily Stage 1 and 2.
That the Black Mages play on concert, right?
Yes, it's the Black Mages.
Right. The Black Mages, the Mega Man exclusive.
It's probably the most covered Mega Man classic song.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it, I like it. It's good. It's iconic, sure. But it's not my favorite track, no.
I would love to hear Nobuo Uematsu's famous Black Mages Mega Man cover band. I'd love to see him in concert. That Nobuo Uematsu's cover band, Mega Man cover band.
He's secretly a huge Mega Man fan.
Yeah. Oh, good times. Oh, you want to know something funny about Final Fantasy 15? Just now that I'm thinking about it.
What's up?
Just because I'm generally thinking about it a lot. You know how Tetsuya Nomura was kicked out of the development of it by Square because they were like, dude, like this isn't going anywhere. Just go make Kingdom Hearts, please. Right. Well, it's funny. Like whenever you boot up Mega Man, or whenever you boot up Final Fantasy 15, the first thing you see. Down in the bottom, it's like Square Enix. No. It says like all rights reserved Square Enix, like you would normally see on a game. Right. But then like next to that, it says character design Tetsuya Nomura, and it's like, what? That's like its own. Like that's the only thing that's down there. It's like all rights reserved Square Enix character design Tetsuya Nomura. And I'm like, why is that down there?
They just want to make sure
they were like,
they
were like. No, you really need to know that Tetsuya Nomura is responsible for having designed these goofy-looking Japanese anime characters.
Alright, so hold the square button to charge, and let it go to let go of it,
Oh, you mean like Mega Man games?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're just gonna want to like shoot for like. For this battle, you just kind of try to hit him when you're in between the ground and the ceiling.
Well, this is hard. Timing. Well, I'm not gonna last very long in this game. Classic Mega Man's hard.
Come on, this is just Run of the mill. Mega
It's freaking hard.
Oh damn. So this is it's actually not one of the harder Mega Man games.
It's an interesting password system.
What's that?
That password looking system there.
Oh yeah. That's all the classic games.
It's like little
dots.
red or blue dots.
Yep.
Interesting.
I really don't like the sticky button here. I'm not a fan.
Get some rubbing alcohol?
Can you hear it popping?
Yeah. Get some rubbing alcohol that we could pour in there and
I actually don't
clean it up.
Don't at all.
Well, get some WD-40 we could spray in there, lube it up real good.
Definitely don't have that either. I should have got that one up down there. Definitely going to be helpful for this type of run.
Yeah, where I'm dying every time that I take over. Like, it's guaranteed every time you die, that's 2 deaths.
Right. Well, maybe you'll get to another like, a checkpoint or something, you know? Maybe you'll be a boss. I'm sucking this up right now. Okay. I mean, listen to this music. This is pretty cool. Uh-oh. Hang on.
Alright. Sometimes I have to take over when Jeremy has to be a dad. So that's part of the deal. Okay. Got him. Okay. Oh, that's a trap. It's a trap. Yep. You were saying? Yeah, still a trap. Yeah, didn't you know that's the stage that we're on? Definitely managing over here.
All right. You got this, bro.
Shit. I meant to get that ladder there, but I didn't.
So, what do you think about Mega Man 5 so far?
It's classic Mega Man. It's hard.
Yeah.
Controls are really stiff.
You seem to be getting the hang of it, though. Slide. Down and jump. Slide out of that dude when he's up in the air. There you go. You got it. Keep going. Just screw that guy.
Okay. But you know what I'm saying? Controls are super stiff.
Yeah, well, not like Castlevania.
Hurts my fingers. I hold down. I press the buttons too hard. It's my
Yeah.
nature. Because I'm super tense all the time whenever I play Mega Man.
Just slide, or it's up and jump now, but just slide straight into that pit there. Oh,
You said
you gotta keep it held down. Sorry, you gotta keep the slide held, like the momentum going.
you said to slide into the pit, Jeremy. You said to slide
It's
into it.
like leap of faith style, not like actually go in the pit style.
Well, Jeremy, I gotta say, I don't.
Whoops.
Well, this is going exceptionally well.
Oh, sweet, but at least we got another one up. We can just keep doing this.
We're gonna need it.
Mega Man, I keep wanting to say X. Mega Man 5 has a, well, just improving my point while I can't spit it out. It has an over, extraordinary, I will say, rate of 1-up drops compared to other Mega Man games. Oh, you gotta keep the, okay, I see what's happening. I didn't explain it really well enough to you. You gotta keep the forward button pressed as well.
I thought it was just gonna keep on sliding.
No, yeah.
Can I not just jump across?
You can, but you'll miss the M.
Oh, I don't need
And
the.
we want the M.
I don't need the M.
We need to get beat so we can beat Dr. Wily easier.
Need to get what?
Beat? He's a bird.
Oh.
A robot bird. It's like in that movie, The Sound of Music. Beat a bird, a robot bird.
Oh, I didn't realize that the Sound of Music was about Mega Man 5.
It is.
Wow.
It is. You don't
If only I
remember.
had known this, but
See,
I didn't.
That's what I was trying to get you to do.
Oh,
but-
I see. Well,
Hey,
you know what? On the bright side, we got hella lives.
we do. Actually, not so many. We got 3, but we are actually...
We collected a lot of lives, though.
We are actually ahead of the curve at this point, even after as many times as we died. So, I told you, it's a disproportionate amount of life drops in this game compared to other Mega Man games. Okay.
A Mega Man for kids, apparently, I guess.
Well, they
Kitty
wanted to give you
Mega
plenty of tries, so... Alright. This is one of the easier Mega Man games because of the number of life drops that you get, and because lost my train of thought. Oh, the charged Buster Shot in this game does like way more damage than any other Mega Man game. Damn it, stop eating my inputs. Fucking hell. There we go, you dumbass.
Needed to use that sub tank, Jeremy. That sub
No,
tank.
I just needed to switch back to Buster, but
Am I right though? This is hard.
it's alright.
Timing. Really demand a lot out of you.
That's the worst part, is him just like headbutting you. Damn it! Look at this. Look at this shit.
Yep.
You don't have any Star Crash left, so it's all you and the Buster.
Okay, I've got this. You know, the Buster
Mm-hmm.
and hitting him on the transition there always been my strength. So
Yeah.
you know.
You know what you can do? Let go of the charge button now.
Mm-hmm.
Just like let go of it. Oh, so close. Okay. Well, I thought you would have hit him.
Man, I thought I would have too.
The key is to shoot him.
Well, Jeremy, you know, I don't know when this is gonna start happening. You know.
You're gonna get him. You'll hit him at least once during this life. There. Yeah. See. There you go. That's what you do.
This is just gonna take an eternity.
As long as you don't get hit by him, then we're good to go. There you go.
Yes, there I go. I've got this, dude.
You got a couple of partials off on him. You scored a couple of partials on him. Okay.
I'm real good at Mega Man games.
That's what it is. You had slid into the door, I think. See that? So you were further out when you came into the door than I was.
I see.
Hey, I don't know why the mechanics work. I just know that they work sometimes. Explaining them to someone else is really hard to do, actually. There we go. Okay. I got my groove back. Okay, my groove's gone. There we go.
Clearly doesn't matter.
Freaking finally. You can get kind of a feel for his timing after a while. Like you can kind of get a feel for his timing.
Well, you can get a feel for his timing.
You could if you played it.
I'm never gonna play these games. I hate Mega Man games. I'm not good at them.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm not gonna fault you for hating them. Okay, so Gravity Man. Let's go to
Napalm Man.
Let's go to Euro Man.
Oh, Euro Man?
Yeah.
Oh, does he make Euros?
He makes Euros. The best.
Delicious.
Lamb. He's got the little spit. He carves it right off the.
Yeah. Just carves it right off there. Man, that sounds good.
Get that yummy yogurt sauce.
Man, that sounds good.
It sounds really good.
Why don't we
like the cabbage slaw stuff and the.
Why don't we get us some?
Well, because they don't make them in Little Rock.
They don't?
I don't know. The Taziki's, I think, is a place.
Oh yeah, they are a place. That is a place. We could go get some of those.
But they don't. Was it you that I went to eat in Fort Smith at Euros with?
No.
There's a restaurant called Euros.
No, it wasn't me.
Oh, it was Robert.
Of course, it was Robert.
That's right. We went to eat at Euros.
Mm-hmm.
And
did they not have Euros?
They did, yeah, they did, and they were good. But Robert was not a fan. Apparently, he had never had a Euro before.
So, what was the issue for Robert?
He just wasn't. Like he ate a few bites and he was done. And like I said, do you like Euros? And he was like, yeah, man, sure, well, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's go get some Euros. And he was like, yeah, this isn't what I like thought they were. I don't know.
What do you think they were? I mean,
it's meat in a pita.
It's meat in a pita. Like, you know.
Delicious sauces. I mean,
yeah.
What else could you ask for?
So some delicious roasted meats.
I will tell you one thing, though. I would like Euros more if they were in a corn tortilla.
What? You don't like the pita?
I think of a pita as a big fluffy flour tortilla.
Nah, that's not what pitas are, man. You're thinking about them all wrong.
Yeah, I don't like
it's
anything.
A bread.
I don't like anything flour, really.
Well, Jeremy, you know what?
I prefer cornbread over rolls. I prefer.
Jeremy, a flour tortilla wouldn't.
A hard taco over a soft taco.
A corn tortilla is what I meant to say. Corn tortilla would not work, dude. You can't use that for.
I know. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, maybe there's a corn pita out there. I don't know.
I don't think there's a
cornbread pita.
I don't think there's a corn pita out there. I could try to let's see, corn.
I'm not saying that I absolutely hate it. Obviously, I'm talking about how much I love Euros, but I don't like pitas that much.
Well, there is gluten-free pita bread out there, so let's see what this is made out of.
It has nothing to do with gluten. It's just that I don't like the gumminess of flour things.
I understand that, Jeremy. I'm just saying that this gluten-free pita bread probably doesn't have flour in it.
Right. But apparently it tastes like ass, like every other gluten-free thing.
Okay, it says use all-purpose gluten-free flour. What is that made out of?
Oh, just all kinds of crap. Tapioca starch and...
Sounds boring. I'm not interested. Let's get out of here.
I just love corn so much.
I do. I understand.
Corn is the best thing.
I get where you're coming from.
And I'm not saying it would work. I'm not saying it would work, but I'm saying...
I get where you're coming from on the corn issue, because I do love corn. Corn is good. I love corn. Corn is good. You know, but at the same time...
Hey, do you remember the stage from the sequelitis episode? Yeah, I'll take that.
No, I don't.
Okay, so it's how the game teaches you, you know? Like you walk up and you see these
like,
guys
Mega Man.
and they start to fall at you, but they fall right before you get there.
Oh,
so you know,
yeah, okay.
And then you start walking across this. Oh, this is falling.
Oh,
and
things are falling.
And then, but now you're not like totally unprepared.
Right.
Like you know what's gonna happen.
It's bad game design. I mean, it's
design.
good game design. Yeah.
We love you, Aaron.
We do.
We didn't name our channel after you though.
No, that's a lie. You may have heard that
It's a
from somebody.
damnable
That's a little something I like to call slander.
Yes.
It never happened. We were just thinking about how that whenever you're playing video games, you primarily jump and shoot.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like it made sense, you know, to us at the time.
Not because we started out playing Mega Man games.
We had never heard of Aaron Hansen until much, you know, way after, way after we made our channel and started streaming. But then afterwards, we heard about you and saw your videos, and we thought, oh wow, man, these would have been great back on Newgrounds, is what we said.
Yes, yes.
And then we later found out that they were originally on Newgrounds and that you were a Newgrounds guy, and it was quite a revelation, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah,
wow, that seems so appropriate.
I had no idea. And by the way,
man, you would make a great. We thought at the time, man, you would make a great voice for Square Enix in Decline of Video Gaming, and
yes.
then we later found out that you were the voice of Square Enix.
Yep. And if you ever watch our stream, which you won't, we just want you to know that you should make more sequelitis episodes because those were some of the finest work you ever did.
Like, screw Game Grumps. Like, nobody cares about that. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
You need to go make you some more sequelitis.
However, I am going to borrow Shoot Bros YouTube Red account so that I can watch Good Game without having to pay for it.
Oh, is that so? Is that what's happening? I don't remember if we talked. I think we talked about.
I'm gonna try setting this. Oh wait. Okay, I'm gonna die so I can get a game over, and it's still gonna be my turn because house rules, bro.
Okay.
Because I want to try something.
Sounds like you're cheating. Sounds like you're gaming the system.
I am, because it's my house and it's my rules.
Well, one of these days we're gonna be back in my house at some point, and then I'll make some rules that are completely cruel and unusual and unreasonable and not founded on any kind of actual logic. I'm just kidding. I understand why you're doing this.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you actually know?
No, I don't.
Oh. No,
I understand that there's probably a reason.
Oh, there is a reason, but it's mainly because I want to try something. Okay.
You're not dying due to lack of skill here. You're clearly doing something here.
Okay. Here we go.
Jeremy, you need to not get hit by those. Jeremy, you need to don't get.
That was a mistake.
You need to don't get hit by those.
Let me try to get this done.
Dude, I don't care, man. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go get a beer.
Okay, well, be back in time to watch something cool.
I'll tell you one thing.
What's that? Okay, here we go.
I forgot what it was going to be, so never mind.
Let's see if I can do this.
Oh, sausage. Little Caesar sausage. Don't like it.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
Was that it?
It is, if it works, and it might not. Nope, it didn't work.
What's supposed to happen?
If you get killed on the same frame that second guy pops into the frame, the game will freeze for 40 seconds, and then you'll appear at the boss door of the stage. Who knows why? Anyway, I was trying to set it up, but I've never tried it before. I've only seen it done, so it's just a random glitch. But I was trying to do it. Now this time I'm actually I'll just try it again. I might as well. But this is an intentional death to reset the game over, and then we can play the stage normally. But I might as well try it again since I'm just dying anyway. So. Oh, well, okay. Okay, alright, here we go. So... Oh, no, yeah, that's just not even gonna work. Okay, well this is not the right setup, but oh well. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I am actually dying on purpose now.
I like how earlier you were like, oh wait, you actually know what I'm doing? Like, no? I don't know anything about Mega Man.
Well, you said, I know why you're doing this. I was like, what? How is that possible?
What? You know about this glitch in Mega Man 5? No, I didn't even know there was a Mega Man 5.
Shit, okay. So, you want to play? Oh, you're eating pizzas.
You've got this.
I'm not trying the glitch again. I keep hitting the L and R buttons trying to switch weapons. Clearly that wasn't an option in the NES days.
That's really the disadvantage of using a PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
Because you know, the NES controller didn't have L and R buttons, so you're not gonna be confused about it. You're gonna be like, oh,
right. That's
not a thing that can happen.
Right. I mean, I'm just constantly, continuously hitting the L and R buttons trying to switch weapons.
You know, how did Nintendo ever think that we were gonna be able to get by with just 2 buttons?
Right. Well, coming from the just 1 button of the previous generation, I guess that was twice the number of buttons. Plus start and select, and it's actually 4 times the number of buttons.
Yeah. Did you know? Okay, here's a fun fact for you. I bet you're gonna love to hear it. Did you know the Sega Master System? Oh, well, okay, first off, I never finished my thought about the Master System's not D-pad.
Oh, right.
The Master System doesn't have a D-pad, it has a squirrel.
Yeah.
Which is just kind of like it's just kind of like a flat,
like a round square.
Rounded square, kind of just, it's just like a plane of existence on the controller.
Right.
And underneath it are little switches that and it kind of tilts and rocks and stuff, but it's not a well-defined directional pad.
Right.
And it's kind of terrible.
Sure, I've never played Master System. Actually, I guess I played it at Veronica's house.
Yes, you did. That's the only place I ever played it too, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Only Master System I've ever known to exist.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I've been playing video games for multiple years before that, and have been playing Genesis for multiple years before that. Never even knew Master System was a thing.
Yeah.
Until I went to her house.
No. Gotta be honest. I've been in a lot of game stores.
Yeah.
I've, seen a lot of games in my time.
And never a Master System?
I am fairly certain that Master System at Veronica's house is the only Master System I've ever encountered in my life.
I mean, it's got... But maybe it was, like, really huge in Europe or something.
It was.
Because I never... I mean...
The Master System absolutely dominated the NES in Europe.
Yeah. So that was...
The NES was only huge here.
Right. That's what... But that's all that mattered.
Well, I mean, it ended up being the really the important thing, but
oh shit.
The Master System absolutely dominated in Europe. The NES was not a big deal there.
Yeah.
And I think it did okay in Japan also.
Oh wait, can you see how much time it would save to waste 40 seconds waiting to not have to go through this stage?
Yeah. Okay, you can play this one more, and then I'm back in the rotation.
I forgot.
No, it's fine.
I'm actually doing this.
I finished off my pizza here, so I'll be back in the rotation once you're.
I'm gonna try to get this letter that I missed the first time because I really want B.
So anyway, the Master System, though, important fact that you need to know.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a start button on the controller.
Okay.
The start button
is on the console.
Is on the console.
Just like an Atari.
Yeah, reach over there and smack it.
Yep.
That's so stupid.
It is stupid. But hey, they didn't know what they were doing.
They hadn't figured out like what would be a logical thing to do there.
Right.
It's just kind of sad that they didn't figure it out at that point. But you know what? The Famicom, though. Why didn't we just get the Famicom? You know? The NES is big and fat and gross.
Because of its hilariously short cords that were attached, that were soldered into the game.
Yeah, but you know what would have been cool? Is if they had taken the NES, you know, socket, slapped that onto the Famicom, and then brought that, like, terrifying monstrosity of like beige, red, tan.
Hey, honestly, I like the look of it better than I do the original.
It's pretty
toaster.
Awesome. It's pretty
I like
awesome.
the look of it better than the Nintendo toaster for sure.
It's pretty awesome. I like it's horrifying and garish.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Okay.
But like, why didn't we get that? Why didn't we get it? Just put the cartridge. You just put the cartridge in the top.
The most topically insensitive boss slash stage.
I'm seeing it already. Wow.
I mean, seriously, how much more insensitive do you get?
Come on, Japan. You can't just be like, oh, we're Japanese. No, we don't understand. We don't understand how this would be. Right, no. No, come on, guys. Anyway.
Like this right here, this in a game today would not fly. Like
no.
in a mainstream game.
No,
no way. Could you make a boss named Napalm Man and then although that does indicate that the bad guy is Napalm Man.
That's true.
He's
and
the bad guy.
Who was throwing napalm around in Vietnam?
We were.
Which is this an anti-American game?
It is.
Wouldn't surprise me. Japan, they don't like us, except for most of them who do like us.
Dude, you know Dr. Wily is based on Albert Einstein, right? His name is Albert Wily, and he has very similar hairstyle and whatnot.
Okay. Who's Dr. Light based off of?
Thomas Edison.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Thomas Light. Light and Albert Wiley.
Oh, I'm afraid that you guys don't understand history too much.
They don't know history, but they do know the guy who's partially responsible for creating the atomic bomb.
Yeah. Oh, Thomas Edison was not a good guy.
Nikola Light.
Yeah. Oh, Thomas Edison was a very not good guy. So sad. They
just don't know, Caleb. They just don't know.
Yeah.
All they know is Thomas Edison looked to be as a good guy. Albert Einstein created the atomic bomb.
Nah, Albert Einstein is just one of the most important people in science, in like physics.
And atomic bomb
and physics also. You can't forget his contributions to like our understanding of physics.
And also Baum making.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just really part and parcel to the two. You know, the more you understand about physics, the more you understand about how to blow stuff up.
Right. I'm pretty sure that's all that Keiji Inafune was thinking.
I don't know that Keiji Inafune was even involved in those decisions.
He was a character designer.
Yeah,
he designed the characters. Therefore,
did he design all the characters for every game? Didn't he just come in? Didn't he like show up like halfway through the development of like Mega Man 3 or something?
No, he designed all the characters. I'm pretty sure.
No.
I mean, except the ones that were fan designed.
No. Keiji Inafune wasn't even involved in Mega Man until like later in production. Well, he was involved in like all the other Mega Mans, but like the first one, I think he like showed up late to the party.
Dude, he is still widely credited as the creator of Mega Man. So
yeah, but falsely
by
like,
Capcom. I don't know what you're saying.
No. Oh my gosh, this is fucking ridiculous.
Okay.
I hate Mega Man. Fuck you, Keiji Inafune.
Hey, keep it down, bro.
I know, but like, look, dude, like this is really infuriating.
That was tough. Two good shots to the head there.
Dude, I didn't know. There was no indication to me any way that I was trying to shoot him that he was actually dying at all.
He's got eyes, bro. Shoot him in the eyes.
Why would that be the why would I know that? Why would I know that to be the thing? And also, look at what is happening to you right now.
I was over spikes that time.
I don't like Mega Man.
Well,
they're not fun.
Why did you want to play 2-player mode?
Because I thought it would be a fun little mix-up of the formula where I would lose a lot and then you would have to work even harder to deal with it. So look, all I'm saying is that Keiji Inafune sucks. And I hate that guy. He brought this scourge on me, even though that is potentially questionable based on some stuff I was reading about whenever Mighty Number 9 was coming out.
Keiji Inafune is the Thomas Edison of Mega Man.
Yeah.
Could be why Dr. Light is made based on Thomas Edison. There you go. See how easy it is.
Yeah, but you know what? I want to dash. I want to dash using the...
You're not playing Mega Man X.
But I want to be playing Mega Man X. Mega Man X, as it is known.
Well, we are definitely not switching games again for the rest of this night. Because that's a nightmare. Be cautious around here, Caleb. There you go.
You know, it kind of sucks not being... Oh, I don't like Mega Man games. I don't like them. Why can't I crouch? I should be able to crouch. It's like basic jumping and shooting.
It's the NES, Caleb.
We were crouching away in Contra.
Fine. You're right.
Just crouching all the time. We were crouching like it was no big deal. Because it wasn't a big deal.
That's true. That's absolutely true. Why can't you crouch? I don't know. They brought that out in Mega Man X5.
Hey, Jeremy, I just want you to know that on YouTube, the first recommended video on our Let's Play is Sequelitis Mega Man. That is the first recommendation. So YouTube knows what's going on here.
They're like, you're not fooling anybody, guys.
Oh goodness. YouTube algorithm, you're trying to you're gonna get us in trouble, man.
One day, Aaron's just gonna be looking at all the videos that are related to his video. Because that's what you do as a YouTuber, right? You just go look at.
You just follow your
7-year-old video around.
Yeah. Reminiscing about the good old days back whenever you made meaningful content.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
Sick burn on Aaron Hansen.
I quite like the Game Grumps.
Yeah, I like the Graham Gumps too. Also,
I like the Graham Gumps.
But the thing is, I liked Aaron Hansen's like creative work better.
Yeah. Well, you don't have time for that when all you do is play video games all day.
It's true. It really is true that video games ruin your life.
They go on tour and stuff now, though, right?
They do.
Like, to cities and stuff. And
but here's the thing,
talk
like
about games.
Here's the thing. Here's the issue. Aaron Hansen, he is stuck in the past. This is a man who is stuck in the past. He's doing the Let's Play thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Like that's so like 3 years ago, right?
Dude, they still gets hundreds of thousands of views on every video.
But here's the thing, Jeremy. We're living in the 2017s for just a couple more days here.
Right.
And the thing you got to understand in the 2017s is that you don't need to make Let's Plays, okay? You shouldn't be making Let's Plays, okay?
I like to watch Let's Plays, though.
Nobody's going to watch you Let's Play.
I do.
Okay?
You're gonna.
All you need to do is, I mean, you can stream. That's fine. People will watch streams. I watch streams sometimes, and I'm not even a guy who watches streams. But here's the thing, like, nobody watches Let's Plays. I used to watch Game Grumps all the time. I haven't watched Game Grumps in probably a year at this point.
But what's the difference in a Let's Play and a stream if you're watching it on the restream anyway?
Well, the thing is that the format is better. For streaming is a better format. Because the thing is, it's like a podcast. Game Grumps, like, Let's Play 10-minute episodes, bad format. It's a bad format.
10-minute episodes, but they got into the half hour and whatnot.
Whenever. There's always been a hard cutoff on 10 minutes.
Well, for one thing, the Doki Literature Club ones that I've watched were like 16, 17 minutes, but
really,
they have several that are in the 30 to 40 minute range, as I've been watching in the last few days.
Well, if you're talking about the Guest Grumps ones, that's a change to the format because it's a totally different thing.
Could be.
I'm talking about Game Grumps. I'm talking about Game Grumps, regular Game Grumps episodes. They're 10 minutes long. They release 2 of them a day. So, it's a bad format.
No, I agree with that. I do agree with that. I 100% agree with that. But a 30-minute Let's Play, like what we used to do before we streamed, we stream. I would. It's like watching an episode of a sitcom.
Right, but see, I treat.
I don't
Let's Plays,
always want to sit down and watch a 3.5 hour you know?
I treat Let's Plays and stuff like I treat podcasts. I don't really watch them. I listen to them because I'm more interested in the conversation that's happening than I am in like the actual game being played.
Sure.
So like occasionally I do look at it and see what's going on, but mostly I just want to hear whoever is playing talk about stuff.
How interested are you in the game that we're playing right now?
Zero. I have zero interest in it whatsoever. It is not interesting me right now. But like the point is that it's just like streams. It's good format because you can talk about stuff. And what's really interesting about streams is the audience interaction that happens there. Yeah. So even if you're not like in the audience, although there is a real rush, a real exhilaration to being in the audience while it's happening live, and like throwing your comments out there in the chat. And like that chance that the person might, like, if you make a good comment and they see it, like they might mention it or talk about it. I mean, that's human nature. Like that's really capitalizing on that, on that human nature. You know, the desire to be like seen and stuff. It's cool. It's a cool format that really works well, and I like it. And just the traditional like 10-minute Let's Play episodes is a bad format.
Yeah, it's
bad game design.
I mean, I will say that like if you're waiting for the next episode of a Let's Play, that's one thing. But if you're just on a playlist and then they're just playing one after another, I'm okay with it.
Oh, is there a weapon that's like good for this guy?
Yes, Crystal Eye. No, don't mash. Just one hit. Let him run through his iframes and then hit him again.
Oh, I don't know nothing about iframes.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't know nothing about iframes. Don't know nothing about Mega Mans. Here's the deal. Bosses shouldn't have iframes. I should have iframes. Bosses should not have iframes. So here, okay, but my point is, my overall point about Aaron Hansen is that he used to make great stuff as a creative, right? Now what he does is not creative.
He's still funny though.
Sure.
Still funny.
Yeah, and that's fine. But that's not what I want from him. I want him to be creative, genius, right? So.
Hey. Oh.
What?
I was gonna say, if you want me to try to beat him really quick, so we don't have to play this stage again, but
Napalm Man.
We're playing this stage again.
Yep. So anyway, But the most important thing that Aaron Hansen apparently just doesn't care about, I guess, maybe, is Patreon.
Yeah, what about?
Patreon, man. That's how you do stuff these days. So Aaron stopped doing videos and creative work and animation and stuff because it was no longer financially viable. Just like everybody stopped doing animation and stuff because it was no longer financially viable because of how YouTube changed its algorithm and payouts and stuff. So here's the thing. Patreon exists now. People who do stuff that's not viable in the ad payout algorithms anymore is viable on Patreon.
Right.
You just make it and people pay you to make it. Like if Aaron Hansen opened a Patreon to fund him doing animations, I would give him $5 a month. I swear to God.
Oh, yeah.
And I am not the only person who would do that. There are people that would, you know, there are people out there who would probably toss $100 a month at Aaron Hansen to make animation content.
Right.
If he opened a Patreon,
we have all kinds of e-tanks that we could have been using on that boss.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
If he opened a Patreon, I guarantee that Aaron's Patreon would be.
And does he not ask for money in any way?
No.
I mean, I don't. You know, maybe some people have a problem with that. I think
no, there's no problem with it.
It's a total
to think that to have a problem with it is stupid.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, because when Patreon first came out, it had a bad reputation. It had a bad connotation as e-begging.
Right.
Right. Oh, that's e-begging. You're just begging for money. Here's the thing.
If you're making content,
you make content that people want to consume.
Yeah.
Patreon is just a way for the people who want to see your content get made to pay you money that they want to pay you, because you're not demanding that anybody pay it. You're not creating a paywall.
Do you think Aaron has a problem with asking for money?
I don't know. I can't imagine why, because we would gladly give it to him. I am not the only person. I guarantee if Aaron, with his current installed fan base at this point, the guy could probably take a Patreon. He could probably take a Patreon and turn $15,000 or $20,000 a month.
Yeah. On
Patreon to do animations.
What do you think is more profitable for him, though? $15,000 or $20,000 a month to do animation, or whatever ad revenue he's getting on a daily basis for what he does?
These days for Game Grumps, for ad revenue, they're probably not doing that great on ad revenue. It's almost every video gets demonetized by anybody who uploads anything on YouTube at this point. Very few videos actually get ad monetization anymore because of what is being termed as the adpocalypse. You may have heard of it from some people that you watch on YouTube.
I don't know what it is.
It's basically that YouTube has changed their community guidelines and stuff for what is appropriate content to have ads run on them for profit. And apparently it's become so all-encompassing that even cussing or anything like that in a video immediately gets flagged as not ad safe. So almost nobody is getting ad revenue for anything anymore.
Here's the thing, shouldn't you look not at content but at number of views as to whether or not your commercial should run on there? Well, not what the people are saying, especially if it's just
this is new.
Word.
It's new. It's all new. YouTube rolled out a system that automatically analyzes and demonetizes based on parameters that were established by it's just like Content ID.
So that's why
Content ID determines whether or not you've broken copyright based on a fully automated system, and they punish you based on it. And this new adpocalypse thing is an automatic demonetization thing that's supposed to streamline the process of determining whether there's inappropriate content that would not be advertiser friendly. The thing is,
basically they're trying to clean up YouTube by taking money away from people.
Yes, that's what they're doing.
Weird and dumb.
Well, they're trying. Well, the reason this all came about is because PewDiePie. It's his fault. It's PewDiePie's fault. Which is fine. I don't have a problem with PewDiePie, but it is his fault that this happened. He had this high-profile anti-Semitic thing blow up on it, which was actually just a joke on his part, which it was fine. It was actually funny. I watched the videos that were pertaining to it. They were funny. But he got this, you know, all this bad press for anti-Semitism from these videos, and advertisers, apparently because he's so high profile, and because this was blown up by the traditional media in such a huge way, advertisers that had just been buying Google AdSense ads, apparently some major advertisers, you know, major accounts were like, hey, you know, we don't want our stuff being featured on videos that have anti-Semitic, you know, messages or otherwise. And they were like, so we're gonna pull our ads from AdSense unless you do something about this YouTube thing, because I mean, who knows? Wait, you're telling me anybody can make any video on YouTube and our ads are running on those?
It's called YouTube. You take that risk when you
So apparently this was a real shocker to some of these major companies. And so YouTube quickly rolled out a system that pretty much just auto demonetizes everything, and then you have to like manually fight it to get your ad monetization. So it is almost impossible to make any money on YouTube anymore. And even major channels that have millions and millions of subscribers, hundreds of thousands of views on every video, they're not making anywhere near.
Like Markiplier.
They're not making anywhere near what they used to make. Just because of these changes that have happened. So I think at this point, probably Aaron would make more money on his own just opening a Patreon
because of the content on Game Grumps. Good night. Like,
yeah, there's no way that any of their stuff is monetized at this point.
For that stuff,
they have got to be, the majority of their videos have got to be demonetized at this point.
And I mean, it's not just cursing on the Game Grumps.
No, it's all kinds of stuff.
It's like just you know, just racism.
And I love it, and that's great content. You know, it's great.
I love racism.
Well, it's great, unfiltered, hilarious content. It is funny stuff. And yes, it can get racist, and yes, it can get sexist, and yes, it can go to really, really disturbing places. But that is part of the charm and comedy of the comedy stylings of Game Grump, of Game Grumps. And but the thing is, like, because of all this demonetization that's happening, you know they're not making nearly as much money as they used to.
You're right.
And honestly, I would rather Aaron take his time and put it towards creating animations and doing sequelitis and things like that, creative stuff, than sitting around playing video games all the time and not getting paid for it. And the thing is, like,
how does he make his money at this point? He's a huge YouTube.
Well, they've got a lot of sponsorship. Celebrity. They got a lot of sponsorship. They do like Crunchyroll ads and stuff that all the time. So they got lots of external sponsorship. And then they do, like, I think they have merch and stuff that you can buy. And they've got a lot of other sources.
Tours. I don't know. I guess they get paid for their.
They do. Yeah, they get paid for those appearances. So, like, they've got a lot of things to make money off of. But the YouTube ad revenue is probably really, really hurting at this point. But, like, here's the thing: you don't have to stop doing Game Grumps. You can still do Game Grumps. Maybe don't have to pump out 3. Well, I mean, I think it is 3 episodes a day. I know it's 2 episodes of Game Grumps, or at least it used to be. There was a period there where
there's so much. There's Steam Train and all that crap too.
Is Steam Train still around?
There was a holiday version of Steam Train that just came out, I think.
I thought Ross quit. Do you want to just beat this boss?
Yeah, let me just beat him.
Okay.
Can we just get this over?
I think Ross quit the Game Grumps to work on his cartoon that he's pitching to studios to get made.
A cartoon, huh?
Yeah.
Like an adult cartoon, or?
I don't know. I don't know what he's targeting with it. It's Game-Overse is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
It's a series that he made on his own channel when he used to animate stuff too.
Yeah.
And it was cool. Game-Overse, pretty good. I liked it. It just kind of like ended abruptly because then suddenly making animations was no longer profitable. So,
so what do you think? Somebody like Game Theory. He doesn't have a Patreon either, but he makes regular videos that take time to make. How do you think he makes money?
Well, ad revenue.
Yeah, but well, I guess his videos are fairly clean, so
yeah, he probably is doing okay on since the... Yeah, I can't think of anything in his videos that would really be something that would be easily flagged.
He talks about risque content and things like that sometimes.
Yeah. But, you know, for the most part, I have a feeling most of his stuff stays monetized.
Yeah. I mean, you know, now that you told me that, Gerard Khalil has had it going on the whole time because he has kept the completionist extremely clean.
Yeah. It's just, it sucks because it's kind of something that
censorship
out of nowhere.
Censorship.
I mean, yeah, in a way, it definitely is. It's forced self-censorship if you want to get paid, and that's garbage because it's just. I mean, it's like on the one hand, it's like, well, you know, I mean, these companies, they have the choice whether or not they to pay you for these ads, but at the same time, it's like, but up until this point, nobody has cared. And now suddenly everybody cares because of something that one YouTuber did that blew up high profile.
And it's not PewDiePie's fault.
It's not his fault. I'm not mad at him.
Because the Game Grumps has said things as bad or worse probably than PewDiePie has.
Right, but the difference is the Game Grumps, well, last time I checked, were like somewhere in the 3 to 4 million subscriber range, and PewDiePie is in like the 60 to 80 million subscriber range. So his voice reaches a lot further. Whenever he says something, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's just it sucks because like I don't disagree with what he did. I thought it was funny. I thought that I understood the humor. I thought it was funny. But you know, it got blown up by the traditional media.
I don't understand anti-Semitism. Like on the one hand, like, you know, people can say effing Jews, they got all the money, blah blah blah, you know, greedy Jews. And on the other hand, anything you say about Judaism is anti-Semitism. Like, the same people who cry anti-Semitism are the ones who also cry, you know, talk about these people like the Weinsteins and whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get, like, it seems to me like a very two-faced argument about anti-Semitism. The same people who judged the Jews for, you know, different things in America are the same ones who will run at, you know, Mel Gibson about anti-Semitism at the first word.
Well, it's just, the thing is, like, anti-Semitism is a really good, like, buzzword, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a good buzzword. It's like, oh, you're anti-Semitic, you are a bad person.
Right.
But then, like, you know, at the same time, it's the same, those same people
who sympathize with Palestine in the Middle East.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
You know.
So like I get it. I get where you're coming from on that. Right. It's mostly about that people want to have issues that they want to be mad and outraged about. Right. More than they want to actually have like a philosophically like coherent, you know, kind of thing going on. And it's like whatever.
It's like
it's just this kind of stupid stuff you deal with.
Anti-Semitism is like a scapegoat for, you know, when you want to have something to be angry at somebody about. You know, otherwise you would be anti-Semitic, but because someone else was anti-Semitic, then you can use that as a bargaining chip against that person.
It plays into the outrage culture that is so rampant right now, and it's funny is like I think it's something that is encouraged by the traditional media a lot, is the outrage over anti-Semitism.
Yep.
Like you know, news outlets and stuff really like blow that stuff up whenever something comes out about anybody, because it's like, well, I mean, who owns those? The Jews own those. True. They do. So it's like an agenda for them. But
I mean, it's crazy to me. Like, even Jews are saying
what the hell, man? Like, what is this guy? Like, when I have iframes, I can't shoot anything either. Is that actually how it works in Mega Man? Because I'm like sitting here with iframes and shooting these things and they don't die.
If you get hit, if you get hit while you're charging, it takes your charge away.
Okay.
So keep that in mind.
Can I not get that?
I don't know how. I think you can jump up over that wall or something. I'm not sure.
Oh.
That's not how.
Okay. Anyway, look. My point is.
Why do you look like you just thought something anti-Semitic?
Why do you look like you just thought something anti-Semitic?
Did y'all watch a bunch of Britannic at Mom's house after I left that night?
We did.
Yeah, because I noticed it was in my history. So.
Yeah, we did watch some Britannic.
Yeah.
Look, Jeremy, my overall point is, I think Aaron Hansen should open. Here's what I think he should do. I think he should open an Ego Raptor Patreon.
Yeah.
That says, hey, hi, I'm Aaron Hansen, and I'm otherwise known as Ego Raptor, and I want to make animations again.
Is he known as Ego Raptor
Here,
anymore? Or
give
is he
me
just
some
Aaron
money.
Hansen now?
Well, his animation Patreon would be Ego Raptor.
Yeah, I understand.
You know,
I think he just doesn't identify anymore.
So, I guess that's how you do it. So my point is that, you know, he'd be like, I'm going to open a Patreon for Aaron Hansen. I mean, for Ego Raptor, not Aaron Hansen.
Not Aaron Hansen.
Just a Patreon for Ego Raptor. I want to make animations again. You know, if you want to see that happen, toss me some coin so I can, you know, pay for my lifestyle.
Preferably a Bitcoin.
So
just a Bitcoin.
So basically, I mean, look, there's a guy that I watch who recently launched a Patreon. He's called Super Bunny Hop. He's a video game journalism channel.
I talk about him all the time. I think you're secretly in love with him.
He is like one of my favorite people on YouTube.
Yeah.
Super Bunny Hop, he spent like 4 years agonizing about Patreon and how I don't want to look like I'm e-begging. And I was like, dude, I want to give you money. I want to. Like deep down, all I want is to throw money at you, but you don't let me.
Right. Like,
let me pay you.
See, the difference in e-begging is freaking GoFundMe.
Yeah,
like,
it is. There is a difference.
I'm having a tough time paying for school this year.
Patreon is saying, hey, you know, if you want to.
It's just payment for services.
Well,
it's just voluntary payment.
It's saying,
for services.
hey, it's basically just saying, hey, man. If you like this and you want to help make sure that it happens, then pay like whatever you feel like it's worth.
Right.
You know, and that's super cool. I love Patreon I love that concept. You know, specifically love Patreon. I mean, I don't really care what company it is that's providing the service, but
whatever.
But the point being, like the concept of like basically tipping the content creators who make this stuff essentially for free, as far as you're concerned.
Right.
It's a great concept and I love it.
Do you want to fight him?
And I want to get no.
Okay.
Well, how many lives
we have? A bonus life, so
okay,
go for it.
I'll waste it. I love the concept of basically just, you know, tipping these content creators who make cool stuff. I'm sorry, I'm in Mega Man X mode where you can jump on walls.
Yeah, and stop triple shotting, man. One shot.
Yeah, I don't know.
There you go. One shot. There you go. That is what napalm looks like, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Oh, really?
That's napalm. Napalm just bounces around the ground and makes a little, like, firecracker explosion at the end.
Dang it.
Ooh, close. You almost got him on the explosion. Okay, you're gonna have to pause it and switch back to Buster. Just run around and shoot him. Try jumping and shooting.
Shit.
Don't get hit by the power stone.
So anyway, yeah. So
now I got a Buster only. This guy.
Super Bunny Hop. You know, he's got like, I don't know. His channel has like 250,000 subs or something like that.
Yeah.
His Patreons immediately went up to $6,000. It's over $6,000 for his 250,000 subs. If Aaron Hansen, with his, you know, Game Grumps based, you know, fame that he has of his, you know, what are they at, like 3 or 4 million subscribers at least.
Right.
I don't even know what they're at this point. If he opened his Patreon, he'd probably be good for 15 or 20,000 easy. With that kind of viewer base. to fund him to do animation, which is what everybody wants him to do.
Yeah.
I could easily see him making that kind of money, and you cannot tell me that Aaron, even if Game Grumps makes more than that, which it may, even if Game Grumps makes more than that, that's having to fund the entire Game Grumps apparatus. Right. What? I mean, we're talking about one person bringing in that much money to pursue the thing that everybody wants him to do, you know?
Yeah.
There's no way that each individual person pulls in that much money off of Game Grumps.
True, and I don't see, now that you've explained a little bit more about how this whole apocalypse thing works,
that's
how anybody, or how any of them make a lot of money off Game Grumps.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be tough times in the Game Grumps house. Office.
How much do you think Crunchyroll pays them?
Well, I mean, they have a really substantial reach, so Crunchyroll's payout is probably pretty good. Like,
yeah,
Crunchyroll, I think they do some stuff with like the loot box people or something like that. Loot Crate.
Loot Crate, I think.
I'm sure that their sponsorships are pretty good, but I mean, there's gonna be a limit to how much, because they don't do them on every episode. They only do them, you know, once every now and then. So, I mean, you know, I'm just saying, like Patreon. Come on, get with it, Aaron. I would give you money, and I know I'm not alone. And I would love to see more sequelitis and random animations. Right. I want to see Metal Gear Awesome 3. I want this. I want this stuff, and
well,
I would be.
I mean, honestly, sequelitis was going to be a great series.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it? 2 episodes? 3?
No. There was like 4 episodes of sequelitis.
There was 4?
Yeah. There's one about Mega Man. There's 2. There's 2 about Castlevania.
Oh right.
And then there's one about Ocarina of Time.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Because he talked about the differences between Castlevania 1 and 2, I think, and then he also talked about Super Castlevania, in its own video. So yeah, it was like 4 episodes, and it was really great. And I would have loved to have just like continue to make those videos, because I like his opinions. I like his opinions for the most part on video games, and I would have enjoyed watching him, you know, pick apart more stuff.
Did John start Game Grumps with him, or was it someone else before John?
It was John.
It was John and Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't remember if John was the first, or
John was the first.
Okay. And it's been Danny ever since, or has there been someone
it's been Danny ever since.
Okay, so it's just been John and Danny then.
Mm-hmm.
So Ross is on Steam Train.
Right.
Gotcha.
And the funny thing is, like, when Danny was brought in, he was not going to be on Game Grumps. He was on Steam Train.
I see.
And they filmed a few episodes of Steam Train, and then John left. And Aaron was like, "Hey, Danny, you're the new Game Grumps guy, actually. Sorry about that whole Steam Train thing." Hey, and then Ross was like, "What the hell, man?"
I like Danny.
I do too.
I think Danny's funny.
But the point is that Ross is the one who brought Danny in, because Ross wanted to do Steam Train with Danny.
I got you.
And then Aaron's like, "Oh crap, you know, John's gone. Let's Danny, hey, you want to be on Game Grumps instead of Steam Train?"
Right.
And then so, and it was funny. Like the first, there was this Game Grumps versus thing that happened, where it was a 4-player versus game.
Yeah.
And they, it was like the first time they'd ever done anything like that.
Yeah.
And they were gonna do Steam Train versus Game Grumps.
Oh, nice.
But like at that point, Danny.
There was only 3 of them.
Right. There was only 3 of them. So that was the time they brought Barry in. That was the first time Barry was ever on anything. And because they were like, it was like Danny and Aaron were like on one side of the room, like challenging Danny and and Ross, like the way they shot that little live action thing before. It was like the camera's on Danny and Aaron. They're like, we're gonna challenge you, and then it switched over to Ross, and it's Danny and Ross, and he's like, yeah, you're on, and then it's like, wait a second, I can't be on both teams, and then they turn to Barry, and Barry's just like, like sitting there playing another video game, and he's like, "What?" I like Barry. Barry's probably my favorite person on Game Grumps from the Game Grumps universe.
I honestly don't. I haven't been watching Game Grumps that long, so
Yeah,
so I don't know if I know who Barry is.
Barry grows on you. He's got a really dry sense of humor.
Yeah,
But I like him. He's a cool, down to earth kind of not like really explosive and out of control kind of guy. You know, he's just
Right.
kind of a real dry sense of humor, cool guy,
Real
nice
quick.
guy.
I'm fighting walking around, man,
Uh-huh.
because you'll see that what he mostly does is walk around.
Yeah.
And I'm using the most useless weapon in any Mega Man game ever.
Yeah.
Are you seeing this right
I
now?
am seeing it. It seems kind of inconvenient the
It
way
is
that
quite
it's...
inconvenient, but you can cheat it by pausing and then it takes it off the screen and you can do it again. But just keep
Why does it
freaking
exist?
missing him. What? To beat him. That's just it. That's you would never ever use it.
So
any
did
other
they
time.
design the way that the weapon works around his
Oh, no, the
walking around mechanic, or did they design the walking around mechanic?
No,
around...
neither of those things. It just hurts him worse than the Mega Buster. Like, it sucks as a weapon all around, even against fighting him. Why,
Oh,
are you asking why they made it that way? Because
Yeah.
they're just stupid. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's dumb.
okay.
I don't know. There's no real reason. You would never use it in a stage, only to fight that boss.
Okay.
Because you just let me know when you want to play again. Because
Oh, I haven't been paying
I've
attention.
died. I don't think I've died since last time, but I could possibly.
Well,
have,
next time
so-
you die, I'll just take over.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Aaron Hansen, make a freaking Patreon. Get on that. That's
Do you
all
think
I'm
it's
saying.
that
dude.
he has a problem with it, or that he doesn't want to make animations anymore?
I don't
I mean,
know.
he's got a cushy enough deal. With
I have
Game
listened
Grumps
to a lot. I have watched a lot of Game Grumps in my day,
Yeah.
and you know, as of like a year and a half ago, which is pretty much when I stopped watching Game Grumps.
I mean, how
mainly.
much cushier of a job can you get than getting paid pretty decent to just sit around playing video
Well,
games?
you know,
with friends
I
all
gotta
day?
be honest with you. I would probably hate it.
Yeah.
I'd probably hate it. Because it's like such a... You're not accomplishing anything
Yeah.
of substance. Like, it's cool and fun, like, to think of as like a little side thing you do
Right.
for fun. But you are not accomplishing anything with your time.
Sure.
You know? You are... I mean, like, a creative person who has traditionally made their living creating artwork, going to a lifestyle where they just play video games and they get paid to do that.
But is it about the video games or is it about the comedy? Because really, you watch Game Grumps for the
Well,
comedy.
sure. I mean, the comedy is definitely pretty good in Game Grumps, but it's not stellar. And the thing is, like, Aaron's best work is definitely not Game Grumps.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. It's not. I mean, his.
No, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. I'm just saying, like, it's not that he's doing nothing. He's providing entertainment value.
Sure, but it cannot possibly be as rewarding as an artist to be making a Let's Play show as it was to make animations, you know.
Right.
And when he's talked about animations before on Game Grumps and been like, you know, if it was financially viable, he would still want to make them. It's just that it was not, like, Game Grumps was the thing that he came up with when it started becoming not viable to do animation. And he was just like, look, this other thing is a really good way to make money and kind of like hang out and still talk and still kind of put ideas out there.
Right.
And I mean, it's obvious that this was kind of like a progression of events where when Game Grumps first came out, you know, Aaron was working on Sequelitis.
Right.
And that was going to be his thing, you know. Sequelitis was going to be Aaron's big thing. And then Game Grumps was really successful, and animation got harder and harder to make money off of during that period. And so it took longer and longer for each episode of Sequelitis to come out until he just never made another one.
Right.
So I really think that a lot of it has to do with just the fact that Game Grumps was making money and
by the way,
animations weren't.
I have to say one thing about sequelitis and what you keep saying is animation. Sequelitis can barely be considered animation.
Well, okay, that's not the point.
I know
it's,
what
it's animatic. It's animatic, but you know, it's creative. It's
Right.
creative work. Okay.
Sure.
It's not animation. It's animatic, but it is a much more involved video making process than like putting on a video game and talking over it, or even like videoing yourself on a webcam talking about a game thing or something. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into putting together a video like that. So, you know, respect, you know, big time.
So, being that this is the first time that in some way a video or a stream of ours has been connected by Google to Aaron Hansen, we decided to take this entire stream to bash Aaron Hansen for his life decisions.
Well, not bashing him. I mean, it's not like he's ever gonna hear it, but man, if he did hear it, like what I'm saying to the man is that like you should make a Patreon and start making animations again.
Yeah,
because I want to see them.
I do too. I do too.
And we would all happily pay him for them.
It's sad to see him not do creative things anymore.
Because like, here's the thing. I really enjoyed Game Grumps for a long time, and then I got over it. Mm-hmm. And now I'm over it.
I still enjoy it, but I mean, I like Let's Plays. I like watching Let's Plays. I like hearing the banter. I like, you know, I enjoy it. I like Super Beer Bros. I got into that because I was into the Completionist. Mm-hmm. And I got into Game Grumps originally because I really like JonTron. Mm-hmm. I stopped watching really after John left and got into Super Beer Bros, and then went back to Game Grumps and realized that Danny's pretty funny. And,
no offense on either of them.
Like, so,
I like both of them. I'm over Game Grumps.
Yeah.
And so now that I am in this post Game Grumps, you know, world,
right?
I'm thinking I want Aaron Hansen to make creative content again.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I realized that it wasn't that I was like dissatisfied with Game Grumps. It's that it stopped amusing me on its own, and I've come to realize that I really want Aaron to make creative content again. And I wish he would, because now we are in a world where you can do that. Yeah. Where you can create a Patreon, you can make $20,000 a year if you're a high profile, or $20,000 a month. I mean, is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Not a year. You can make $20,000 a month if you're high profile enough.
Sure.
Doing whatever you want to do, like whatever it is that is your art, you can make obscene amounts of money doing it if you're high profile enough.
Right.
And Aaron is definitely high profile enough that an Ego Raptor Patreon would be just ludicrously profitable.
I agree.
And it is the opportunity for.
Hey, do you think though, like maybe he just really likes Game Grumps? That's you got to think like, yes, he's creative, yes, he's, you know, but maybe he just really likes like the people he works with and the guys that, you know, he gets to see every day. And
well, maybe he does, but look, I'm not saying
the tours that they go on now. I mean, Game Grumps is its own thing now. It's not just a get by product.
Well, sure, but
get to the next.
But the thing is, like, he has expressed in the past that he has expressed on Game Grumps itself that he, you know, Game Grumps is kind of just something that exploded out of control,
right?
And he didn't expect it to, and that he would have continued making creative content if it had been financially viable.
Sure.
And so, like, what I'm thinking, and honestly, I listened to a ton of Game Grumps. There was a period, about a year and a half ago. Well, no, for about 2 years. For about 2 years, I watched every Game Grumps episode that there was, and I watched almost the entire back catalog. If I missed something, it was like maybe one or two games here and there. I mean, I listened to, I mean, and I say listen to because I really didn't watch.
Right.
I pretty much ran it in the background, but I listened to pretty much the entire back catalog, including all of John's stuff and, you know, all of the early Danny stuff until I caught up to the current time.
Right.
And then, you know, as it came out, listened to all of the Game Grumps that was coming out, and there was like a 2-year span there where I was just intensely into Game Grumps every day. The episode would come out, I'd watch it, and it was great. But like, there is definitely a variance in quality over the time. You watch, if you've seen all of it, pretty much, you can tell that there are some periods of time where Aaron just did not care.
Right.
And it came through on his level of, attention given to the whatever was being done. I mean,
sure.
There's some really shitty Game Grumps episodes out there and series and stuff. And so, obviously he's not absolutely in love with it all the time because the quality varies a lot.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe he doesn't want to do animation anymore. I know it's not fun. Animation is not fun.
Well, I mean,
it's not. Even people who love doing it, they don't love doing it. They love
for like sequelitis, especially. It's not animation. Like
no, but it is still a lot of work.
3 or 4 expressive sprites, basically, is what you're doing, and then you're just pasting them in.
Sure, but I'm not just talking about sequelitis. I would want him to do sequelitis, but I would also want him to make animations again too.
Yeah. It seems like those are kind of going the way of the past. Like, Newgrounds is not really a thing anymore.
Well, yeah, but that's all because of the fact that they're not profitable. The only reason that those are gone is not because people don't want to watch them still. It's because they can't be profitable in the way that, ad monetization works anymore. Right. Back when YouTube was based on views only, ad monetization was very profitable for those kinds of videos because a good animation video is short. It's short, sweet, to the point, can go viral really easily.
Right.
Somebody says, "Hey, this is a funny video," shares it to their friends, they share it to their friends, and then all of a sudden it explodes. And those videos can get, several million views. Those short little videos. But when YouTube changed its algorithm like 4 years ago to where videos didn't
the length of
they started paying ad revenue based on engagement, not based on views.
Right.
So your view count no longer mattered. So these videos that were getting millions and millions of views don't necessarily get, substantial amounts of money.
Right.
Because the engagement time is short. Because the video can't be long because it takes forever to animate.
Right.
These videos. So like the actual medium itself became unprofitable because of the change in how ad revenue payouts work.
Right.
That's what drove the death of the animation market. It was nothing else. I mean, people would still love to watch these animations. I do. Whenever I find somebody who's still making animations, that's like great. I love it.
Yeah.
When I see it, it's just so rare at this point because it's so much work and there's no way to get paid for it except Patreon, which is the solution to that problem.
There's still got to be people out there who do it just because they love it.
Well, sure, but the problem with it is that the time investment is so substantial that it's like, I mean, if you're gonna release more than like one minute-long clip per year,
right,
you need to be making some pretty substantial amount of money elsewhere,
Right.
Like you better be full-time employed as some sort of, well, no, preferably something more profitable than Starbucks, I would hope. So then it's like, okay, well, I've got a full-time job, whatever obligations I've got, how much of my time am I gonna spend on making animations? What do I do from here?
Oh, pause it and take out rush coil, R coil. And then plop him down on the ground. You gotta back away from the wall.
Bye.
And jump on him and then jump off. You jump on him and then jump off of him. There you go.
I see. Man, I wish there was a way to L and R these.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm just saying. Aaron Hansen, if you're out there, make a Patreon. We'll all pay you money. Only, maybe, probably not Jeremy.
I might.
I mean, do you patron anybody?
I subscribe to somebody on Twitch.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's good. That's in the same vein of...
$5 a month.
Yeah.
I figure he's given me $5 a month worth of entertainment over the years.
Well, right. And so the thing with me is, like, in total, all the people I patron, I think I spend like $30 a month on them. Mm-hmm. Everybody combined. And like that's about where I want to be for like internet, content creation stuff. Mm-hmm. I feel like that I definitely get $30 a month worth of value out of the various people that I watch on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. And so to me, it's like, yeah, no problem. I'll patron anybody, and I'll throw $1 at anybody. Mm-hmm. if I think their content's good and I'm gonna watch them on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. Now there are people that I watch on a regular basis that I don't patron because I don't think their content's good. I mean, sometimes it works out that way. There are certain people that you get suggested their content and you watch it.
You get like some kind of big, massive bullcrap like a month or so ago.
What do you mean hit with? I mean, they tried to change their pay.
They tried to change something and everybody revolted, and then they changed it back or something.
Yeah, they tried to pay their... Oh, okay, this was a huge... Okay, here's a little bit of information about how Patreon works. Mm-hmm. So Patreon, they accept credit cards as a payment method, and that's a big problem because that's their primary payment method, and credit card companies want to charge big fees, right, for credit card transactions, right? So why didn't you tell me I could do that? Why did I have to use R-Coil?
It's easier for a beginner to use Coil.
I'm not a beginner. I played so many Mega Man games. Anyway, the point is, Patreon, because credit cards are the way that all their transactions happen, they've got to pay lots of fees, right? So, like, if you patron somebody for $1, which is most of Patreon, most Patreon users are patroning creators $1. That is
at a time, or $1 a month? Or
$1 a month.
Okay.
$1 a month is like the most common patron option.
Sure.
Because a lot of people will patron, 10, 20 different people, $1 a month. And like, that's cool. That's where most Patreon, people who have Patreons, they make most of their money, especially large Patreons, make most of their money off of those $1 people.
Right.
Because if you got several thousand people contributing $1, well, there you go.
Right.
It's not bad. But the thing is, like, the way it works now, or the way it still works, because they backtracked on the whole thing because they realized how bad it was whenever everybody was like, no. Right. The way it works now is that when you patron multiple different people, they pull your charge for however many people you patron all at once.
Oh, gotcha.
At a fixed point in the month.
Instead of charging you credit card fees on everyone.
Right. Saves credit card fees, and if you patron $1, you pay $1, right? And that's how it works. Well, what they wanted to change it to was where each of your patrons, or each of the people that you patron, get paid when, like, on a specific date that they select. It's like had to do with like them, like making it, well, the stated reason was to make it easier for your creators to pick like a flexible way of getting paid, where basically they could set the days that they want to get their payout, to where it works for them as far as their bills and their finances and stuff. Right. And then your individual patroning would just be charged for each person that you patron on that day, so that they could get their payout at that time. The way it currently works is that everybody they just take a bulk payment for all the people you patron all at once. Well, obviously if they split up those payments and you're paying, this guy $1 on you know, the 20th, and you're paying this other guy $1 on the 15th, and all that stuff, then each of those $1 transactions costs Patreon, you know, to do those transactions. So Patreon doesn't want to pay those transactions. So what they ended up deciding to do is being like, well, we'll just make the patrons pay that transaction instead of taking it out of the creators cut anymore. The way it used to work is they just took a flat 15% out of the creators cut, and that was it. Or
so that paid Patreon
15
and paid for
that paid Patreon for the fees, and that and you know, paid Patreon their cut of the profits, and then the creator just got paid out. So you know,
Patreon
whatever.
only really made about 9 to 10% on anything that was donated anyway.
Yeah, so 15%, you know, fees plus credit card processing fees. You know, you subtract those out of there. They probably make about somewhere in that neighborhood, 9-10%.
Yeah.
And then the creators get the remaining 85%, and everybody's happy, right?
Right.
Well, the way it worked, the way it was supposed to work whenever they made those changes was you would pay the credit card processing fee. So the creator would now get 95%, not 100% for some reason, even though apparently.
Gotta get their cut.
Well, but apparently all the fees and all that stuff was being loaded onto the user. So where was that other 5% going? I don't know. But so the way it worked was you would get charged a 3% fee on all of your patrons, all of your you know, donations, and a 35-cent transaction fee on any transaction. So what would end up happening is if you patron several people at $1, you have to pay $1.38 or whatever it is for every patron that you patron. So for every creator that you patron. So if you have, you know, 20 creators and you were previously paying $20,
suddenly 35.
Right, yeah. So that's a huge problem. Yeah. That's a huge problem because the majority of patrons patron at $1. Right. And so those transaction fees are going to add up fast. So
that was a dumb idea.
It was a really dumb idea, and they, of course,
such a big service, you would think that they would think about the, you know, consequences of their actions.
Yeah.
To making that big a mistake.
The backlash was huge.
So why were they making this decision anyway? You said on the surface it was about them getting to pay out their people.
Well, here's what I think. Here's what I think. Actually, here's what I think the real reason was.
Like, you get your money when you get it. You know, ass bag, like wait for your pay like everybody else. That sounds like a pretty decent way to run your business, because I mean, I understand like wanting to get paid on a certain day of the month, but the money's there whether you get paid today or tomorrow.
Well, here's what I think it is, Jeremy. Minimum payment thresholds.
I'm done.
Okay. Minimum payment thresholds. You know, a lot of credit card processors charge extra fees if your minimum, if the charge is below a certain minimum, right?
Right.
So that's why you get gas stations that are like minimum, you know, $10 purchase, or you have to pay, you know, such and such extra.
So make the.
Here's what
the creator eat some more of the charges if it's really becoming overwhelming. Don't make the patrons pay it.
Well, see, creators wouldn't be happy about that either.
Well, I'm sure they would, but that's the way they're getting paid right now.
Right, understood. But what I'm saying is that from Patreon's perspective, though, here's the genius of this. You got this great excuse, because it's like, okay, what's the problem? The problem is, what if somebody only, like, okay, the idea is, okay, we bundle all the charges together, that mitigates the transaction fee, whatever. But what if you've got Patreon accounts where people are only patroning one person, and they give one person $1?
Right.
Well, I bet that happens a lot. Sure. And I bet they're looking at that and saying, shit, we're paying huge amounts of fees on all of these $1 accounts, because we can't bundle them together into one charge and save that minimum transaction fee. So what if, instead of doing it the way we have been doing it, where we bundle it all together, what if we charge the transaction fee on every transaction? That way we guarantee that we're not going to be losing money on these accounts that are only patroning a couple of people a couple of dollars.
Do you think a step-up program would work? Like, if you patron one person, well, you're going to have to pay that 38-cent fee, but if you patron 5 or more, you don't have to pay that fee?
That would be the logical way to do it.
Yeah.
But I think they looked at it and said, this is a problem, we need to solve it. But while we're solving it, what if we just sweeten the deal for ourselves? What if we charge the same fees to everybody, even if it doesn't make sense?
Right.
And then that way we can basically make extra money on those transaction fees that may or may not actually happen.
Right.
So, like, do you think that if it just so happens that several of your patrons fall on the same date and they can all be, you know, done on one credit card transaction, do you think that Patreon's not going to take advantage of that situation and still charge you the transaction fee for both, you know, withdrawals, but pull it out of one?
If you've got 5 million patrons, or 5 million patrons, and you've got 30 days in a month, what are the chances that some of them are going to fall on the same day?
So you know that Patreon is going to double dip on those transaction fees every chance they get. And
well, they issued a serious apology and they withdrew it immediately. So
this is kind of frustrating, Jeremy.
This one part of this level is frustrating to the point where I don't want to play it anymore.
Well, I'm going to keep playing until I get to that level, but anyway, yeah, so on the surface they were trying to be like all fluffy and flowery and be like, oh yeah, well, your patrons are going to the people you patron are going to get more of the money. They're going to get 95% now instead of 85%.
Right.
Which is great. You know, you want to give your patron, you know, do you want to be throwing $1 at somebody and they only get 85 cents of that? You know, wouldn't it be better if they got all of your $1 and then also you paid some extra that you didn't previously have to pay?
Right.
Wouldn't that be great? And it's like, I guess that's great. No,
well,
not
would be
really.
Even better than them getting all of your $1. Them getting 95 cents of your $1.
Right, exactly. It's like, so it's disingenuous because if they wanted to play it that way, they should have made it a straight 100%. Like, you know, the patron is paying all the fees. It's like your creator, if you say you want to patron $1, that your creator actually gets $1. You just have to pay the transaction fees that go with it.
Right.
Ooh, there's a man. They really do.
Seriously, I told you when we first started playing.
They are just doling out those extra lives.
Yeah. You know how fast we're gonna burn through them.
But anyway, so yeah, it was all, you know, it was all presented like it was gonna be this great thing for creators, but you know what it really ended up being was a great thing for Patreon.
Right.
And a bad thing for creators, because a lot of people, even before that happened, a lot of people unpledged a bunch of people, like left Patreon, boycotted Patreon over it. And do you think that all of those people who were tossing a couple dollars at this creator and a couple dollars at that creator came back after Patreon, you know, went back on that plan? No, a lot of people lost a lot of patrons because they were like, well, we're not going to support Patreon anymore because this is bullshit.
Right.
And then that's you know, for a lot of those people, they're not going to come back. Even like just the risk of having somebody go through and cancel all of their pledges, and then like, even if they backtrack on it and the person's like, okay, I guess I can still work with Patreon if they're not going to change it.
Right.
Like, the risk there is that people go back through to re-pledge and they're like, oh, man, I was giving a couple dollars to this person. I forgot I was giving to that person. Well, I'm not really interested in their content anymore. You know, so many people, even if they got people to come back, most of those people aren't going to.
I've been Twitch subscribed to a guy for 18 months that I don't ever watch anymore. Like almost never watch anymore.
But like, it's so easy to continue paying that because like you don't even notice that it's happening.
Right.
And so like for a lot of those people, I mean, there's a lot of livelihood that's being made off of people just being like complacent about whether or not they think it's actually still worth it to them. And like, there's a guy that I pay $1 to a month who I almost never watch his content.
Right.
I impulse patroned him $1 because I watched one video from him that was really effing good, And I was like, you know what, this is a guy, I like this guy. You know what, I'll give you $1 a month because I think that you have a lot of potential. New guy, like new YouTuber, like at the time that I first subscribed to him, he had like 12,000 subscribers. You know, he had only been on YouTube for like 6 months, and he had a few videos that really picked up some steam. Right. And I was impressed. So I was like, this guy's going somewhere. I want to toss $1 at him. And I haven't watched any of his videos since.
Right.
You know, I watched a couple of them, but I have not been keeping up with him because my interests have shifted a little bit since then, and I'm not really super like into that particular kind of content right now. So I haven't been watching his videos, but he still gets $1 from me. And I've looked at his pledge from time to time and thought, you know, do I really want to toss that $1? But at the same time, I'm like, it's just $1. So like, I'll just keep on giving him $1.
Like, could this guy do without my $5? Sure. Could I use the $5? Sure. But it's $5.
Right.
Like, it's $5. And it's the only person I support on any platform at all. Like, how is it really going to change my life if I pull this guy's $5 away from him to put it toward what, you know, to buy myself an extra, like, cheeseburger this week?
Right. Right. So, like, I can justify paying this guy $1 because, like, it's not a big deal. But let's say that I was really outraged about this whole Patreon thing, and I got on the boycott Patreon bandwagon, and I canceled all my pledges. When I go back through to reactivate my pledges after Patreon pulls out of this, am I going to go back and give him $1 again? Right, probably not.
A lot of little guys
because I gave him that $1 because I was so impressed by that one video. That video inspired me to go to his Patreon and give him $1.
Yeah.
I don't have that inspiration now.
Right.
So if I pulled his pledge,
it is? I mean, I guess you probably do. But...
Oh, I do. And I keep an eye on his channel because the thing is, like, if he releases a video that has subject matter that I'm interested in, then yeah, sure, I'm going to watch a video from him. It's just that lately he has been covering something that I haven't. He's one of those anime like analysis guys.
Okay.
His channel, he's called Alexander. Alexander. I don't know. It's a weird spelling. Point is, he made a really good video about Steins Gate, and a really good video about Berserk. He made several really good videos about Berserk, which is one of my favorite things in the entire world, Berserk. But he's been doing a bunch of content on a show, Hunter x Hunter. Yeah. Which I haven't watched. I want to watch it.
Oh, okay.
Haven't watched it. But that's been like the main focus of his content is Hunter x Hunter stuff. And I can't watch that stuff because I haven't seen the show.
Seen it, sure.
So, as a result, I'm not keeping up on his channel because right now he's in territory that I have no business being in, you know?
Well, hey, I think I've found a good segue into the end of this stream.
Yeah?
Did you know that Steins Gate started out as a visual novel?
Yeah, I did.
You know what else is a visual novel?
Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do here. I guess we're gonna transition that way.
We are doing Doki Doki Literature Club tomorrow night, right? Hopefully.
If
our sister will join us, we will be jump, shoot, and slide sibs.
Yeah, that works. That's a workable name.
Okay, so we can be jump bro, shoot bro, and our sister slide sis, and we will be finally getting around a Doki Doki Literature Club, which you guys didn't know we were gonna do, but we're gonna do it.
We're finally getting to it. You requested it.
What I mean by finally
and you didn't know
that
about it.
Every other stream and every other Let's Play has already done it, and now we're getting around to doing it. So,
right.
So Doki Doki Literature Club tomorrow night, hopefully around 7:30, 8 o'clock. We'll get that booted up. We still don't own it, so we have to download it on Steam.
Sure. And, that should be relatively easy. I would assume.
We'll be doing it at your place, probably.
Yeah.
And you need to make sure that the computer... Okay. I don't understand streaming on Steam because we've never done it before.
Don't worry about it.
So it's easy.
It's called steaming. It's real easy.
But because it's not a console, it's actually using the computer that we use to stream.
Yeah, it's just screen
Not a
capture.
problem.
It's just screen capture on the computer.
Cool.
It's like a screenshot, only it's video and audio.
So Caleb is going to have an open mind about it.
Yes.
He's going to have an open mind. He was kind of a douchebag about it to me earlier today, but I'm going to let it go.
Oh, I'm not. I was no more of a douchebag about it than I am about anything ever.
Yeah.
You should be. You should be aware of this.
Caleb is naturally just an unpleasant person.
I gotta tell you. Whenever we were having that conversation and your reaction to it, you reminded me of Mom a lot. You were giving me some real mom.
No, I was trying to do Legos with my son, and you're berating me about something I want to do. So
you're giving me some real mom vibes about being like hurt feelings about me being an asshole, and I'm like, dude, you should know. You should know.
But as long as you got to
it's not personal.
You got to go into it with an open mind and actually have fun with the boring part, because once you get through the boring part, there's no more boring part. So you just gotta have fun with the boring part.
Well, we'll do it. It's fine.
You gotta get into character. Hopefully Jordan will do some voices. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna love it. We're gonna enjoy it.
I wanna point out here that I think it's hilarious right now that as we've gone through this saga of an evening here, various different games and stuff, that Mega Man the Power Battle stayed our little card there.
Totally forgot we even did that one.
5 minutes.
I was thinking like, all the Contra, the Mega Man. I completely forgot about
Mega Man Power Battle, which constituted like 1% of this stream, has been the title card for the.
So what has this been, like a 3-hour stream? It's been pretty substantial, right?
Yeah, we're just over 3 hours. So yeah, pretty substantial stream.
So so far, not a lot of people have been interested in what we have been streaming. Hopefully, that'll change tomorrow night.
Yeah, maybe we bring in some people to watch.
Literature Club.
Anyway, if you are watching this on YouTube, you're the first ever people to get the YouTube stream and put me into a position where I no longer have to upload the recordings later.
That's right.
So this is basically the best possible timeline that we could possibly be in.
That is the true motivation. Now, I don't know, apparently YouTube and Twitch don't get along.
No, they don't.
So it may get me in trouble for saying this. We are Twitch streamers, but we're uploading to YouTube we're streaming to YouTube because it's easier.
Well, here's the deal about Twitch. Apparently, if you stream to both YouTube and Twitch, Twitch will not let you have a Stream Tips account.
I didn't know that was a Twitch thing.
Well, it has to be tied into Twitch somehow.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know the details.
How does Twitch even know?
Oh, no. You know what it is? They won't let you have subscribers. You're not eligible to have subscribers if you stream to YouTube.
That kind of sucks.
So it's like Twitch's way of like being an asshole.
Yeah, so what does YouTube do about it?
They don't care. YouTube doesn't care.
Oh, okay.
It's not an issue between YouTube and Twitch. It's purely an issue of Twitch being mad at people for going to YouTube because they want people to be exclusive to Twitch because they're terrified of YouTube.
Well, luckily, we don't have subscribers, so...
Yeah, and I don't care at all whether we make money off of this or not. We're just playing some games.
Here's the thing. I don't care to make money off of it. I do want people to watch.
Yeah, me too. And you know what streaming to YouTube and Twitch does? It doubles our potential exposure.
That's right. So we do want you to watch. We don't care if you pay us money. If you want to pay us money... If you do
pay us money, that's cool.
I don't know how you would, because we don't have any sort of account set up for you to pay us money.
No, nothing that we have is monetized in any way.
Maybe we should get a Patreon, just so if people want to give us money.
Well, see, you know what I like? I gotta tell you. I am a big fan of YouTube's payment system, because you don't have to like get an account for it or anything like that. If you're a YouTube subscriber already, you can just like put in your card information, and then you can do paid comments. Yeah, so basically it's just part of the chat system. If you want to donate some money, you can just put a paid chat.
I don't know that, and I've been on YouTube for like all these years. I don't know that. So
well, have you ever watched a stream? Have you ever watched a stream on YouTube?
Are you talking about streams? I mean, just like in general.
No, in general in YouTube, no, you can't. There's no way to monetize those.
Yeah, Patreon.
Sure, but
videos
what I'm talking about is the streaming aspect of it. People who watch the stream live on YouTube, they can do paid comments through where they just on the chat. They just it's called super chats.
That's exactly like Stream Tip on
oh, okay. See, I don't watch Twitch.
You donate on Twitch, You donate on Twitch, and it blows up in front of you.
That's the funny thing about you and me. I don't watch anything on Twitch.
Right.
The only streams I watch are on YouTube.
Yeah.
People I watch stream to YouTube, and the people you watch stream to Twitch. So like, as far as my understanding of how streaming works, I only know how the YouTube version works. I don't know how Twitch works. I don't ever watch Twitch.
Sure. So Twitch is okay with you streaming on Twitch and then posting that video to YouTube later, but they're not okay with you simultaneously streaming to both websites.
No, because that cuts into their potential.
And again, did I ask the question, how do they know?
They know because in order to stream to both, you have to set up a restream or something like that. So they know that the stream is coming from restream.
Do they know that you're going from restream to YouTube?
If they know that it's coming from restream, they know it's going to other places. It's not specifically YouTube. It's just that if they are getting a stream from a restream server, they know that you're splitting that stream out and going to other places. So they're gonna punish you. But if you're streaming directly to Twitch, then they don't know.
Right.
Could you rig up a system where you're doing your own dual streaming? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then Twitch wouldn't know. But, you know, if you were high profile enough, they'd go manually find out.
Right.
And probably
here's the thing, like, one of the highest profile streamers, of course, on Twitch is Games Done Quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hundreds of millions of people watch that stream twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
And they turn around and upload those videos straight to YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Twitch doesn't care about that.
Here's the thing specifically about that, is that Twitch doesn't want to be a video host, because that is expensive. So you can do the VODs
watch
and
the
stuff.
Live broadcast on Twitch and then watch it later on YouTube.
Right. They don't want you to watch the VODs later.
Yeah.
On Twitch. Twitch is like really, they don't want to be a video hosting service. They want you to they want to be a live streaming service, and they don't want to deal with the back end headaches of video hosting.
Right.
But YouTube, that's fine. I mean, Twitch doesn't make money off Twitch doesn't make money off of you watching highlights and stuff.
Sure.
Twitch's advertising is all based on live streaming. So all of Twitch's revenue comes from live streaming. So
got it. So it is direct competition.
Right.
Direct competition.
So if you stream to YouTube, then that means that somebody who's watching you on YouTube is not watching you on Twitch.
Sure.
And so Twitch is not getting any money from that.
Well,
and that potentially cuts the user base in half.
Isn't it better for Twitch? I'm sorry. You should still be able to sub on Twitch. Isn't it better for Twitch for you to be on there than to just be exclusive with YouTube?
Well, they want... I think it has to do with retention and attempting to stifle YouTube streaming's growth.
Oh.
By saying, hey, look, we've already got you here. You're a Twitch person. You got all these subscribers. Oh, you make, a big streamer guy. Big streamer guy 87.
Right.
You make $10,000 a month on your Twitch subscriptions that exist here.
Right.
Oh, you want to stream to YouTube also? Sorry, you lose that $10,000 a month that you make on all those subs.
Sure.
So like that all their big high profile streamers, that like locks them in to where they'll never leave Twitch.
Same
and they'll
kind
never
of shady back alley bullshit that YouTube is doing to stifle ad revenue.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of crap.
Yeah.
They're all evil.
But the thing is, Twitch really doesn't... I mean, Twitch is terrified of YouTube because YouTube represents a real threat in the streaming business. I mean, like...
Yeah, but Twitch is a household name for anyone in the video game space or the video game streaming space.
Yeah, but understood. But YouTube has a better system for streaming than Twitch does. YouTube is better.
Yep.
And Twitch knew that YouTube was going to be able to come to the... Like, as soon as YouTube streaming became a thing...
This is really dangerous right now if Twitch or YouTube ever watches it, like, ever catches on, or they find some keywords that they need to latch onto, that we're actually picking apart the flaws of both of the streaming services we're using right now.
What are they going to do to us?
I don't know. They're going to get rid of all of our subscribers, or they're...
Yes, that's a real danger here.
Yeah.
No, but like, here's the thing. Twitch, as soon as YouTube announced they were going to do streaming, Twitch was crapping their pants because YouTube is so much better funded and has so much more, better technology backing them, that it was like, obviously, if YouTube rolled out a streaming platform, it was going to be better than Twitch in every way. And the way that YouTube is better is that the actual playback engine is so much better, because YouTube has the most mature video playback engine in existence on this planet, because they're the video streaming company. Right. And so when you watch a stream on YouTube, you can join in 20 minutes, 30 minutes late and watch it from the beginning. Oh, wow. You can rewind. You can pause. Oh, nice. You can do anything you want. Like YouTube's backend, or YouTube's live streaming buffer system allows you to pause.
I'm somewhat familiar with YouTube's
which is
live streaming, because
it's awesome.
I've never actually done much with live streaming except Defenders Live.
Oh, yeah?
When we had those Defenders Live videos that we had to do every Wednesday morning back before you were here, but I think you've seen a Defenders Live probably. It used to, really? You haven't seen one? So. Jim Boyce addressing the company? Okay. Anyway, it was always on YouTube. He would stream it from YouTube.
I see. Yeah, that would have been like a YouTube event type streaming. Yeah. Which is a little bit different than the now existing YouTube gaming system that they currently use. But the point being, YouTube immediately came to the market with superior technology, and Twitch still hasn't caught up. Right. You still can't pause a Twitch stream. Sure. Because that requires so much more overhead than just pumping a stream through to people. Right. And YouTube has the resources and technology to do it, and Twitch doesn't. Right. And I'm sure that Twitch is working on it, but it's still going to be extremely expensive for them to get to that point. And so instead of leveling up their technology and facing off with YouTube one-on-one, they decided, you know what, we're just going to be assholes and try to force people to stay here, and scare them from away from going over to YouTube, and that's where we're at. Right. So there you go. I don't know how we got into this conversation about YouTube and Twitch, but
because we're on YouTube now. Hey,
and Twitch simultaneously
at the same time.
And Twitch doesn't like us, I guarantee it.
And YouTube doesn't care. So,
but YouTube makes my life easier. So,
all right. So, guys,
thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. Doki Doki Literature Club tomorrow night, with or without Jordan, I guess. But hopefully with, because it'll be a lot more fun. Right. With her sister there. I know she'll get a kick out of it. I really do think that that's something that she would really like. So we'll see. But we'll see you tomorrow night, 7:30, 8 o'clock. You'll get an email, I guess. I don't know how Twitch works.
Yeah, Twitch I think sends out emails for streams. So, anyway. All right, see you then.
Peace.